everyone.
Alrighty.
What?
Hi everyone, and welcome to tonight's session of Curse of Strahd. You know what? My name's Equaisnotfunny. I'm the DM for this, and I'm joined by all of the losers in Strahd.
Losers in
I don't
Barovia.
count in that because I'm the DM of that game, so I'm not one of the
you're
losers.
The king of the losers.
Damn it.
Wait
Got
till
him.
a DM PC comes through, and then you'll be a loser as well. We haven't done a proper introduction for the players in a while, and since this is the first time that we're back all together in like 2 weeks, let's start with the person on the left of the layout. Go ahead, the person on the left of the layout.
I don't know who that is.
It's you, motherfucker.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
usually
right.
first
It's the
layout.
order we were introduced in episode 1. So
Oh, so long ago. Hi, I'm Lortomas, and I played Malin.
Go ahead, Baka.
Hello, I'm BakaZombie. I play Blair, and if you want to find more that I do, you can follow me at ZombieBaka on Twitter, where I tweet out most of the things I do.
Meyore.
I'm Meyore, and I play Gundrick the Dwarf. And if you want to check out my other game, just check out my YouTube, where I mash together Dragon of Ice Peak and Lost Mine of Vandelver.
Nice shirt, dude. I like the shirt that you wear.
yeah, that's a nice shirt. Maybe we'll try and find a link to that again. Post that somewhere.
And then the person whose name begins with G.
Hey, I'm Grizlocke. You can find me on YouTube under that same name, but subscribe to the one with 28 subscribers because the other one's a dead channel. It's still mine, but it's dead. I plan to be streaming Diablo soon, so check me out playing that. Hi.
And the cooler G.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Genji. I play Tia.
I'll take it.
I play Tia, the Fae Rogue. You can find me on Spelljammer, and you can also find me occasionally whenever me and Grizlocke do the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Soul Link. No,
We gotta do that soon.
Yeah, we do.
Get back on that.
So, speaking of Spelljammer, Grizz, do you want to say anything about Spelljammer?
Yeah, sure. I'll just say come check us out on Monday nights, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on our YouTube channel, Swindler's Den. That is when we premiere Spelljammer Losers in Space with the majority of this crew right here, minus Equa. So yeah.
Grizz wouldn't let me play in that one.
Yeah.
Meyore, do you want to talk about the third
Thanks,
dragon
Grizz.
game?
Oh, yes. So, yeah, we have just wrapped up Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. Awesome finale. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. And here shortly, we should be doing a Q&A for that. So don't forget to put your questions for us in the Discord. And we'll do our best to answer those.
We don't have a date on when the Q&A will come out yet, right?
It'll be on a Sunday, just like our normal thing, I think, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe that is the plan.
Okay. So,
Sunday 6:30.
apart from that, the only other announcements that I believe we have is to follow us on all the socials, which is Twitter,
Yes.
Discord, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And I don't think there's anything else off the top of my head. So, who should I make have? Well, technically, I did the recap
Gia.
last time, but you know what, Ginge? You can either do a question or you can just select someone if you want to do the recap this week. And make sure that you pick someone who saw the last episode.
Pick me.
That's a great question. I don't really have a question, so I'm just gonna say who hasn't done it in a while. I'm gonna say Meyore, if he's seen
Got
it.
him. Do you watch today's episode, Meyore?
Yeah,
Right,
Meyore.
I did.
Okay.
Now I'll just have to see how well I remember it. Okay,
It
so
starts mid-sentence.
essentially, oh yeah, it did. I was like, so we start with the piano, but yeah. So essentially, from what I got to see, because I apparently missed the first 30 seconds or so, or however much, but Tia had made her way to Strahd's castle, and they had a little chatty chat. And Strahd said, "Hey, let's go check out this Amber Temple place, cause I got some stuff to do there." And they went there and they ran into some barbarian mofo's, and they took them down. And Tia kept asking Strahd for help with statues and things like that. And Strahd was like, "Oh my God, for real? Come on now." And she's like, "I'm a cat." So they looked around for lost texts and whatnot, and they ended up finding some sarcophagi that Strahd ended up realizing, I guess, that he could attack and start destroying. Meanwhile, Tia went into some final little room in that Amber Temple and found, I believe it was described as essentially a lich, who had a very nice British accent that I really enjoyed. He seemed very nice, but
Very
he also
posh.
did not know where he was. He had some memory issues. And yeah, last I recall, essentially Strahd, when Tia asked how she'd get back to her buddies, Strahd was like, "I don't care, figure it out." And that's what I recall from last session.
That's pretty accurate, honestly. Um, yeah. So, fun fact about that accent for that unnamed figure. That was always the accent from the start that I had planned. But I recently watched the D&D movie because it came out on streaming, and Hugh Grant was a great person to work off of for that because he has the same style accent. So thanks D&D movie for that.
Thanks, D&D movie, for I get to steal everything you do.
Yep, pretty much. All of a sudden, Zenk comes through and just
Oh my
kills
God.
everyone.
We just start running the D&D movie point for point.
Yeah, you can play Holger. I know you'll like her the best.
Thank you.
So where we jump back in, let's go to you, Tia, because I don't believe that we did rolls for you to get back home.
Yep.
So you know briefly where you are, but you don't know the direction to go back. So what I want you to do is roll a survival check to see if you can figure out the road back.
Is she accompanied by 2 dogs and it's called Homeward Bound?
Nope. 2 dogs on
Just
Tia would
give-
be a nightmare for her.
Just giving up the reference instantly, and it's called Homeward Bound.
It's called Homeward Bound.
It's a 19.
Ain't no guessing in this.
Okay, you're pretty sure you can get back to where you need to go through 2 options. You can take the long road, which is a road. That'll take maybe 4 hours. Or you can cut over the mountain and you'll find yourself in just on the other side of the river to the south of the place that Malin was at recently, where he described Baby Strahd. That, if you were to jump straight over and then follow the loose road up past Argen Vostholt, it would take you maybe half the time.
So following the road, I'm ping the map here. I'm assuming you're talking about like this road down here and whatnot.
Yeah.
Tia will take the more shorter way.
Okay. So that's going to increase your chance of encounter, but it'll make you do less rolls. So
I will also like to add, since it is a new day and she did rest, she will call on her beetle, if that's fine.
okay. Yeah.
Which I do have something for this. Let's see if I can find it, because I do write these down.
Dungulies.
So you hear Tia say, "Come forth and rise, my magical beetle that soars the skies. Cast all fear into our foes that we seek. Now join me, my righteous steed, Dungulies." And she summons from one of her cards her pony-size dung beetle.
Now the dung beetle is just a regular but just larger dung beetle, right?
Yeah, it's the size of a pony. That's what it is.
So you see the large insectoid form of Dungulies pop out. That weird like insect clicking that they do, real loud in your ears. He's out.
She'll hop on him and then she'll take that shorter path, but just avoiding just sticking on the ground. She wants to stay above.
Okay, so what I need you to do here is let's start with 1. Roll me a d20.
Okie dokes. Alright, there's a 1.
1. Good for you, Ginge. The first half hour goes by as Dungulies kind of shifts you over the gentle snowfall of the upper parts of the mountain. You begin to crest downwards instead to avoid the heavier aspects of the weather. And sort of skim along the outskirts before you begin to see the river popping up in front of you. Go ahead and roll me another one.
10.
No other encounters in the second half hour. At this point, you crest over the river, and you can see on your left as you begin to pass it in the later half of this part of the journey, a small ruined town, in the center of which is a very large, like, tree stump. I assume you waste no time, but if you want
she'll
to...
make note of it, and she's just gonna keep heading towards what Mordenkainen's fashioned mansion, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, which is just outside of Vallaki.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me another d20. It's your third of 4.
14.
14? You're all good. Just about. And then you're going to do one last one.
And 3.
3. No encounters at all. The night is quiet and still.
Nice.
The only sound is the buzzing of Dungulies' wings as he ferries you over the whole way. Did I give a time limit on Dungulies before?
I don't think you did.
It doesn't really
I
matter.
really don't remember it.
It's there should be a time limit on it, but for now it doesn't matter because you rolled well anyway. So you just zip on by, and you know where the mansion is, so you can just go right on in.
Nice.
Okay. When you go in, I'm gonna say it's probably just an hour or two before everyone starts waking up. So is anyone taking watches here in the mansion?
I think Gundrick already went to bed, and Roderick was in bed because he was doing the hand in
we're
bucket
still
thing.
there. Okay, sorry.
Blair wasn't gonna take a watch, but I'd like to do something as she wakes up.
Okay.
Like, if other people have other things to do first.
So as long as no one's taking a watch, Tia just goes straight on in, and you can do what you want for another hour or two.
I'm just drunk on the, like, I passed out drunk on the chair. Didn't even go to bed.
So I assume nobody else is up.
Doesn't look like it.
Alright, well, she will just wait, I guess, in just the main hall-ish area. Just so everyone's up.
Okay. So you just hang out there. If you haven't got full HP, you can short rest and heal right back up. Otherwise, just hang out, and you will not be exhausted for the rest of the day. Following that, everyone starts to rouse.
In her room, Blair has been visited by the nightmares that she always has. Just faint visions of a gaunt figure over her, snarling in her face, the sharp teeth and the pale eyes that look like 2 moons in this figure's head. And as she wakes up, she reaches and grabs for the hilt of the sun sword without even thinking. Usually she goes for her axe, but for some reason this morning she had grabbed that. As she looks around the room, panting, covered in sweat, then she looks down at the hilt of the sun sword again, just kind of turning it over in her hand as she once again thinks about what it represents to her at least. She's got that wash of wanting to destroy Strahd coming from the sword hilt over her, but she thinks again how it reminds her of her Nana, this woman who sacrificed herself essentially to go and get this newborn child out of the woods alone, and not only saved her from that, but even after figuring out or finding out what she was, getting bitten by Blair, and the struggles of raising a young girl who has this curse over her, still loved her all the same, and um, uh, was her she was Blair's light, and Blair was her light. Um, and as she activates the sun blade to so the sun comes out, the sun blade comes out, she thinks about how she would see other families and how the children weren't always treated as well as she was. And she would ask her Nana why people acted this way, and she would just tell her that they aren't able to see the light in each other as I am in you. And one of the first times she's been able to see somebody who has that kind of kindness in them is with Roderick and Milivoy, um, and how he looks after him, no matter what. And uh, then as she just is staring at the blade, she retracts it again, um, and also thinks about how Gundrick is just trying to see the light in everybody at all times. He hasn't been worn down like everybody in this land yet. And she kind of sighs to herself as, I guess I should talk to Gundrick. We've been hard on him. She's going to get up and try and find Gundrick.
Okay. Gundrick, you wake up. The last thing that you remember before falling asleep was sitting a bucket of water underneath of Roderick's hand. What do you do this morning?
So, could I say that before I wake up, Gundrick is kind of like laying in bed in like a cold sweat, and he is essentially wakes up like with a, like not quite a scream, but like shoots straight up out of bed as the last thing he remembers from his dream is waking up or seeing the Grizlocke flash by him and reach for his brother. But yeah, he wakes up kind of panting a little bit and looks down. You know, he's got his hammer, his trusty hammer in one hand, good old Hephaestus, and he he looks over at the other sword that he's got laying by his bedside that Roderick has temporarily gifted him from now, and he's like, you know, if we're going to be working together, I should probably give you a name. We need to think about this, Babushka. Kind of like looks at the hilt, kind of puts it back in. Don't worry. We'll give you a good name for now. And then, don't worry, I won't tell Roderick about our relationship. But, oh, this is going to be great. We got to see how Roderick was after his little trick. It'll be great. And then he will get up and start walking out in the halls looking for everybody, I guess.
Okay. You walk out and you begin walking down the golden halls. And you find Blair kind of sauntering towards you.
Oh, good morning, Blair.
Morning.
I hope you slept as well as I did. This bed was very comfy.
Better than I have in a long time. Do you mind if we speak for a moment?
Oh, sure, of course. I had actually been meaning to ask you something. But go ahead. What did you need to say to me?
I wanted to apologize for how hard Roderick and I especially have been on you. It's just, we've grown up here, and we know what it's like here. I know you've been here for a while as well, but growing up with no hope, essentially, has been hard for us, so we tend to have a bleaker outlook on everything. And I appreciate you trying to bring some kind of hope to the situation. Just know how terrible it has been for all of us. And I know you're excited to be a werewolf, and maybe in different circumstances we possibly could have been able to train you to control it, but we don't have the time to do that. You have to understand. We're in a rush state, and we can't take on any accidents that would cause us to be so forlorn from it.
Of course, of course. No worry at all. If anyone, I am the one who should apologize for having a little outburst last night. It had just been, some time since I've had a good rest, you might say. And no worry about that. I'm used to things like that in the barracks. I mean, it was my Daedric himself that showed me it is important to keep up morale in the trenches, even at your own expense. So I am no stranger to trying to assist with that. But speaking of our training, I had actually wanted to ask you. So, while originally I did think that yes, you teaching me about focus and whatnot would be especially helpful with our werewolf situation, but I was also wondering possibly if there would be a way that I could apply this to my own life and help me have essentially a better focus in battle, a way to kind of tune things out, maybe improve myself as warrior. I was hoping that maybe we could continue this lessons, even though I do not have a curse in my veins, that maybe some good could come of it. It is always good to learn from others who have a different upbringing or perspective on your life.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense that it would still apply. We could continue to learn from each other.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. A good exchange of ideas and information. Thank you, Blair. This will be very good. I think it will sharpen us like a blade against Strahd.
Speaking of, want to go see if he's waiting for us outside, or?
Oh yes, a good thing we got a good rest last night. I think we can do it. And he'll follow Blair.
Okay. You guys meet up and begin going back to the main foyer common room where...
Yeesh. On your way past. Oh, I just exited the game. Here. Oh, I pissed myself again.
Again, Roger, you piss yourself normally, Roger?
Hendrik just lets out like a howling, like, yeah. I'm so sorry, Roderick. That is so unfortunate.
Yes. Right.
You wash yourself every morning when you do this, or have you just been pissing yourself and going around like that?
I'm gonna pull Blair over to the side. Last night, Gundrick here showed up in my room, tried to, the old hand in the water trick he used to do as kids, and well, I didn't actually piss myself, but I thought it'd make him feel better.
Is that
Gundrick?
something that happens?
Oh, I guess so. At least kids believe it.
And we just had such a mature conversation amongst each other.
Gundrick is like high-fiving Babushka. I guess she's like transparent right now, but
Thought I'd let him have his
Babushka.
moment.
Did you see that? The smile on their faces? That was good. I think I heard Blair almost crack a joke.
You see the smile Roger had on his face when he thought he pissed himself? I didn't tell him it was a joke.
And then, yeah. I'll join them to where they were going.
Okay. Malin,
Oh,
you fell
yeah.
asleep
Oh.
in a chair, right?
Yeah, I'm just in the living room, just passed out.
Nice. You'll wake up last.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Emil?
Nice. Oh yeah, Gundrick will just like give Roderick a pat on the back and just be like, it happens to the best of us. And also, I apologize, my friend. I was tired and weary last night. I do not wish for us to become enemies.
What did you do this?
Do what?
Peed in his pants.
The bucket.
How could oh, the bucket. Yes, yes. It was it's an old trick we had around the barracks. You know, get the new guy. Well, obviously you're not the new guy, but you know, it always brings some good laughs in the morning. As you know, the victim of the trick usually chases around whoever he thought did it. It's a good time.
I'm gonna backhand him on his ear.
You cuff his ear.
Yeah, he'll
Clout.
take it.
Clout his ear.
I deserved it. Thank
Yes.
you. Reminds me of better times.
It was a good one. Good one, Gundrick. You got me.
Yeah, he's soiled himself so much.
I wouldn't go
You're
that far.
getting there, Blair. Gundrick is all smiles.
So you guys walk back to the main foyer where you see Tia is hanging around. Malin is currently back in a chair, still kind of knocked out from the previous night's activities. What do you do?
Kick his boot. Oh, sorry.
No, at the sight of the group, she'll ask, "Hey, have any of you guys seen a Mordenkainen?"
Not recently.
No. I'm surprised to see you though. Wasn't sure you'd make the night.
I was quite confident I would. He wasn't happy though that you guys didn't show up. That was about the first thing he asked.
Oh, you went to Strahd?
Yes, I thought we discussed this.
Oh, she did discuss it. Because I remember that I think Gundrick was one of the people who didn't know when that vampire lady talked to you, but I couldn't remember if you had mentioned it last. Oh, yes, that's crazy. I'm glad you're all alive. Where did you go?
Some place called like the Amber Temple.
You went
Said
to the
ring a
Amber
bell.
Temple.
Yeah, but he's kind of there destroying stuff. Some sarcophagi. Do you know about it?
Equa.
Roll.
This is where some of the stuff comes in. Where I was like my backstory. I was talking about some of this stuff.
So I want you to roll a history check. The DC for
'Cause-
you is very low.
Yeah, because I wanted to incorporate that specifically into something, but okay. History check.
Yep.
15.
Okay, that's pretty good. So this check is about the specifics and the lengths of knowledge that you are aware of in your current position. Well, you know all about the Amber Temple. You know everything that we've discussed about things there. They all happened. When she mentions the sarcophagi, your danger blinker just basically goes tick, 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 tick.
Roger, your danger blinker's going on.
What exactly did you say? What exactly did you say about the sarcophagi, Tia?
Thought I ran out of
That
blinker
Strahd
fluid.
was destroying them.
Okay. Strahd is destroying them. That's bad. That's very bad.
Yeah.
You are aware of what those sarcophagi hold and what they do. Curious thing, how did he get to them?
Are they hard to get to?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. So so my backstory idea was a no then.
To which one?
The one about the friend.
No, that's there. That's why
Oh,
it would be
okay,
hard
okay.
to get to them. Yeah.
Oh.
Friends.
And he's destroying them.
Yeah, we kind of spent the whole night trying to figure out a way for him to lift the dark mist or some way to control it. And after about the entire night of, nearly going throughout the entire place, the idea was mentioned about, destroying the sarcophagi, because he recommended that we shouldn't touch them because they contain dark magic. Then we found a room with one of them already destroyed, so he just had the idea of, why not I destroy them? As she says. So
That was a pretty good strat.
That was very good, Tia.
Good. That was good.
oh, thank you.
I have plays in the fate. No, no, that is not good. I've been there before in those sarcophagi. The darkness just spews from them. Him destroying them might fear that might release some more power into the lands.
Oh, that
Well,
doesn't sound good.
Yeah, this place is already kind of garbage anyway.
Tell me, Tia, did you happen to see a dark knight there? Black armor, perhaps horns on the helm.
She sits there and thinks for a moment, and I won't roll for it because I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything like that.
You didn't.
So she says, "No, I didn't run into any armor like that. I can say we didn't check all the rooms. Some of the rooms had hags or witches, whichever the one is. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. Some had those, these ectoplasmic ghosts of some type, and there was also these insane berserkers that seemed to be ravaging the place. So it was kind of hard to check out the entire temple."
Yeah.
Is that armored thing important to you? Is that someone you know or someone that you used to know that had it?
Yeah. That's he was my friend. But he tried to harness too much of that darkness, and it overwhelmed him.
So, you saw him die, right? Does he have a corpse of some type?
I don't know what he is. He still walks those halls. Don't know if he's alive in there deep down or undead.
Speaking of that, if I were to run into any undead there, is it possible, or is there any type of famous wizards that used to be at the Amber Temple of some type?
I know that. I
You
probably
don't.
I
You
would
don't know
assume.
any by name, but you know that it's all kinds of wizards used to be there. The thing was built by wizards.
It was built by wizards. Wouldn't be surprised if there's, some lurking about, whether they're dead or not.
He sits there and thinks for another moment. And you can tell she's really in thought. Her brows furrowing. And about after 30-second pause, she says, "So let's just say if I ran into an undead there that potentially had what I was looking for, but he needed something out of me, let's say his memory back. Do you know of a method to way we could get that?"
Well, it doesn't sound like we're speaking in hypotheticals.
No, we're not.
But, same way we fix morning painting. Or,
Like kind of better.
I've heard of a spell I don't have access to, called Greater Restoration. That may work, but I'm not capable at the moment.
I see.
Why, what's
Well-
going on?
Well, I ran into someone there, and they seemed friendly, but more importantly, besides their friendliness and their absenceness of their memory, they had exactly what I was looking for. I've been here the whole time. Is one of the cards. and he said he'll give it to me in exchange if I can bring his memory back. So my idea was to talk to Mordenkainen, or Kanan, as you all say, and maybe he had like some type of scroll or knew some spell to like restore someone's memory.
It's possible, but don't forget he's missing his spell book. Last time we asked him to help us out, he wasn't capable.
Yeah.
Besides, some things like this.
Kind of looking around at the tower.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured that, but you know, with him being such as an all-powerful wizard as people say he is, I figured he might have some type of lead or at least direct us in a type of direction to fulfilling that.
Look, perhaps before we go doing that, as I said, Amber Temple's dangerous place, full of dangerous dark energies.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
Perhaps we should do a little research on who this man is.
Yeah, I mean that'll be fair, but I cannot stress enough. I have been looking for this card for quite a while and really would like to get my hands on it.
Is it special to you? What's its purpose?
Oh yeah, Roger doesn't know. So those cards, they allow me to see the past lives. It's kind of funny. They allow me to see the past lives of my kind. So whatever my kind experienced in that life, it's all manifested into that card. And I'm trying to find a certain method to help someone. And I'm not knowledgeable enough, and I've been checking multiple sources, libraries all over the realm and whatnot, and I'm not running out of time. I'm running out of ideas. So an idea one of my friends gave me was to seek down some of the cards like the rest of my kind does, and maybe one of them has ran into a method to aid me.
Makes
Oh.
sense.
We have to help you find these things, Tia. These are part of your people's history. If it is the lives of you majestic Fae, it's your
Yeah,
duty to get them.
Well, it's some of them make it their duty. Others, we let's not get into that. We are Fae. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We're not the most generous people of all. So
Well, I will definitely help you with this, my majestic Fae.
I appreciate it.
But where is our wizard friend?
You look around and all you see is Malin still asleep in that chair,
Just
having
zonked
heard
out.
none of that conversation.
I will do exactly what I said I was going to do. Kick his boot.
Wakey wakey.
I look at everyone and just like you see, I'm kind of like sprawled out, like my hand's still holding onto this bottle that's like barely touching the floor as I just pick it up to take a swig.
Chasing the dog.
Something like that. Oh, hey Tia.
I see you had a fun night.
It was a night. Not in the wilderness. And not in a place people were trying to kill me. Or a hag staring at me, strangely, as I tried to sleep. So, what's everyone doing?
We're kind of waiting, I guess, for Mordenkainen, Kanan, whichever. Doesn't matter. Whichever to show up.
You know,
But,
you
we-
can just go walk up to that flower thing in the wall and speak to him.
Oh, yes, he did say something like that, didn't he? I was about to just start talking into the wall, but I guess a flower makes more sense.
I'll just slowly, groggily stand up as I walk over to that panel and,
Mm-hmm.
activate the flowers. Like, morning, Kynan. Are you still asleep?
I am not. I have not been for some time. What is wrong?
Oh, these people, I guess, forgot that they can talk to you through this flower, and they're requesting your presence.
I see. I will be down.
This is a weird little contraption. Let's just put it back. Flag down one of the weird ghost people to fill my bottle up.
Yeah, your bottle is filled. Couple minutes go by, and Mordenkainen appears at the top of the stairs, walking down in those elegant purple robes. So, you have been busy, I see.
Yes. She quickly explains what Strahd's doing at the Amber Temple, and she'll also ask who of importance would reside in the Amber Temple. Kind of like, make things quick.
Okay, well, if this is what Strahd is doing, then it does put your mission on a time schedule, more than it already was. In terms of who would be in the Amber Temple, it's impossible for me to know. As based on my understanding, which is very little, and what you have told me, if it is made by wizards, it could be any number of them. It's not incredibly common for wizards to spread into factions much bigger than perhaps 20 or 30, but this is a land foreign to me, so it's hard for me to say. I suspect the only real way to know is to go back there and snoop around, which you'll probably have to do anyway, considering that you are, I assume, going to try and prevent Strahd from taking out any of these sarcophagi more?
I mean, that's a thought.
Well, I don't know the exact specifics of what destroying the sarcophagi would do, but if it is a goal of the vampire, it's probably best to thwart that goal as soon as possible.
Well,
Yeah.
I woke up ready to die.
I will resume my search for my spellbook and staff as soon as possible. This mansion will fade by the time that it is evening here, so I cannot guarantee where it will be situated next. So be aware of this fact.
Oh, Roderick, you can talk to him if you need to, right?
Who am I talking to?
Oh, I mean, you can talk to him if you need to, even if we're far away, right?
Oh,
If we
Mordenkainen.
needed-
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
was confused about who the who is. Okay, but it comes at a large cost for my magic for the day.
Yes.
Speaking of which, do you mind doing that scry tonight or today? So we might find my friend, my squire. I don't know what you call him.
Right,
boy.
of course.
This sweet
Yeah.
baby boy.
Would you like to do that now or later?
Well, is everyone ready to leave?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take too long. It didn't take long last time, right? If we just want to do that and then head out. It's what, like 10 minutes?
I don't know if we scried before, did we?
You did,
Can't
but
remember.
it was...
Try? Yeah, there was the werewolf hair. or
Yeah,
whatever.
we try not to tell it.
Okay, so, if I'm to do this now, do we have anything that would be of any help towards the situation, or am I going based off of name alone?
I provided like a piece of clothing last time, didn't I? That was Millivoi's. We went into the church to go get, or I went.
You did. I don't remember if he scried last night or not.
No, we were
I
gonna
don't
save
think
it
he
for the
did.
morning.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I was asking if we did it last time. I have his shirt that belonged to him.
Ah, wonderful. Okay, this does help. Okay, if you would give me some space, I will see what I can do.
I'm gonna go eat.
Oh yeah, Gundrick will join Malin for food.
Yeah, anyone who wants to get some food can go get some food. While Mordenkainen sets up the crystal ball and lays the shirt out and is going to attempt to scry.
Malin, do the ghost people talk? Or do they just nod and turn their heads?
Well, dude, I don't know. Like, I just tell him what I want.
Oh, here! Like whenever one comes for us, how is your day? How are you doing?
It
Are
just kind of...
Well, I guess that answers your question.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, I will take eggs.
So eggs are provided to you.
Nice.
And while you two eat, I'm going to roll save for Milivoy.
Where's eating too?
I ask for a ribeye, a 32-ounce ribeye steak.
A whole hog if you have it.
Big meat
Oh.
for a big man.
So the saves on Scry are super cool, and I never get to use them, but now here I am.
You are doing it to yourself. Got him. Nobody else will play with you. Do it yourself. Am I right?
Do your own dungeon next time.
You're really trying, aren't you, Tommy? Really trying. So, Roderick, I assume you stay with Mordenkainen this whole time.
Yep.
As he sets up the crystal ball and then finishes setting up the ritual and mutters his arcane language under his breath, you watch as the crystal ball begins to swirl over in grey, fog-like mist. And you watch as he kind of furrows his brow and tries to find an angle in which he can concentrate and lock into Milivoy's position. And it's almost like he's piloting a sensor with his brain. You can see his head kind of twitch and move as he's figuring out how to get it through. And you watch
Anyone
as
else think that looks creepy?
the swirling of the ball suddenly shifts, and it appears as if whatever is inside the ball is moving at rapid speed. And then the fog clears slightly. It's difficult in Barovia to know where you are anyway because of the fog. And it does appear thick today. But you, Roderick, as you look inwards, begin to see the back of Milivoy's head. His hair kind of bouncing up and down as he is walking. Make a perception check for me.
Oh boy. Ooh. That's a 14?
14. The range of scry, especially in the ball, is not particularly wide, so it is difficult to make out exactly what is around him. But you do just, in brief instances, make out what looks to be tree bark. As the Scryball sensor kind of shifts around and you can see Milivoy's face, you watch as the face is darker, as if there are shadows casting down on him. And he keeps walking, and that shadow begins to scroll over and be interrupted until he kind of pulls himself out of something, and you watch as he looks up and his front is now partially illuminated more. You aren't exactly sure where he is, but he's alive, and that's something.
Warden Kanan.
Yeah.
Did you see, any signs, any distinct, I don't know, markers, buildings? All I could see from my angle was trees.
Well, you got more than I did. I definitely did not see any buildings. If it's trees, he's probably in a forest somewhere, which you probably knew. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell.
In order to do like a locate object or something, would you have to be familiar with that?
Yeah. Unfortunately, locate object would be in my spell book. It's not something that's known to me off the top of my head.
Oh shoot. Alright. At least he's still alive.
Yeah. To survive a few nights in this realm, you must be a resilient boy.
Alright. Well, if you see anything else, hear anything else, please let me know.
I will. If I can, that is. I do not personally have the sending spell on my person. So any contact that you have with me for the rest of the day is going to be from you first. So be aware of that. But for the rest of the time that this doorway is open, you are welcome to stay here and rest or anything else you need. Become fed.
Oh, wait, I do have a question. You wouldn't have to have an item or like a souvenir of some sort on your person, would you? Like an autograph.
For what reason, may I ask, you desire this?
Well, see, we collect things. At least, you know, my kind does. We really like collecting things. And she sells them the duck that she got at Blinsky's, to which she has now fashioned a little top hat, a little bow, and a monocle.
I completely forgot that you bought that damn dog.
Yeah.
She didn't buy it. Maitland did. She got it for free.
Oh yeah.
Make a persuasion check for me. It's going to be a disadvantage because Morden Kanan is familiar with your Fey ancestry and is nervous about giving you things.
Understandable. That's a 3.
3. Unfortunately, most of my personal possessions are used to cast spells, and
You don't have anything that's worthless?
nothing is
Like a
worthless in
quill?
this world.
Are you shoe?
Why would I go walking around without a shoe?
She looks at her old paws.
You are clearly more attuned to the ground than I am.
I still feel attacked there.
I can't remember if Tia's already asked you. You wouldn't happen to have a heart stone from a hag or some sort of way of restoring one's memories, would you?
No, there are no heartstones or anything that I could think of. Your best bet would probably be to... Well, you are a cleric, no? Greater Restoration is a thought.
Yes,
when you are
I didn't
able
have
to
the
cast-
chance to learn it before my church burned down.
I see. Well, if the Ember Temple is as much of a trove of knowledge as it presents itself to be, you would probably find some way of learning the spell there. Of course, I would not recommend tackling it until you feel comfortable. Should I find my spellbook and staff? I would like to go there. Magic is an interest of mine.
Let's
I-
say if we did come across your spellbook and staff, would you then perhaps give me a souvenir?
As a trade?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. If we're going to trade anything, how about if we find you your staff and spear, you'll help us fight Strahd, yes? Much more important than a little souvenir.
Oh no, I think the souvenir is kind of important.
I will consider both options.
Too small fist pump.
It'd be good to have you, ally.
So does anyone know where we're going after we leave this place?
Is there any towns left in Barovia? She looks at Roger.
It's Krezk.
I mean, we're not kicked out of there. Yeah.
The village of Barovia.
Oh, is there anywhere that you think Milovoy would go, Roderick?
Judging from the scry, he's just broken out of some tree line. No idea where that could be. There's many
And
woods here.
Your little group that you had talked about, you didn't have any other safe houses or anything in like different towns?
Not in a long time. We, after our attack on the Amber Temple, our order was, severely dwindled. Not many survived. And, came down to just the one church, Grizlocke.
Does he have any family that he knows of?
No, not that he knows of.
So you know it then.
Roger gets a little,
Little
fidgety. Yeah, that friend, the one in the black armor, horns on the helm, that's Milovoy's dad. He, He tried to, we were foolish, we all, when we attacked the Ember Temple. You see, the, dark powers seemed to resonate there. We thought we could take it on. Our numbers, we were being defeated, and, he saw a chance to take in as much dark power as possible in order to fight back. And he took too much. He's, turned or something now.
Do you know how he took it exactly?
How he took the dark powers.
Yeah, like I guess the only word that comes to mind is ingested.
Well, in the order, we use these, emblems, and I'll show you. I kind of like, show you this emblem you probably see me fighting with. It's like this, it almost looks like a big coin medallion kind of thing, and on one side it's got a evening primrose. It's an art that was passed down from our founder, where we're able to take the darkness, convert it into other types of magic. As I've said before, the gods don't really reach this place, at least without being tainted.
So could we actually empower you somehow, Roderick, if we were able to go to this place and harness its energies for you? And you
I
could
wouldn't.
convert it? You would
I wouldn't
not.
dare. That's how we lost him. Jasper. Or
guess now I
Jesper,
under-
sorry. Jesper.
I guess now I understand why you're so hesitant with that curse. So thank you for not letting me make the same mistake as your friend.
It's yeah.
Hmm. So with Milovoy in the woods, uh, is there anyone else in Barovia that could help us find him? Malin, you spoke of fortune teller. Do you think she would know anything, possibly?
Probably, but I'm sure it would be vague and really weird and have red herrings all over the damn place. But I mean, you're more than welcome to go ask her. Maybe you'll end up in the bottom of a lake.
Oh, that was a close one.
He already has been at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I thought Malin was
I didn't even
referencing.
know.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that. You never told me. I completely forgot that happened.
I forgot. How did you know, Malin? That was pretty crazy down there in the bottom of the lake with the elephant. Are you sure you're not a fortune teller?
Are you
I
psychic?
just
Have you been
stare at
holding
him
out
as
on
I
us?
sip my wine bottle, like confused.
That's yes, I apologize. If there's no one other than her, I don't know where to begin this search, Roderick.
Me neither. Tia, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed off does Strahd seem? Does he seem like he's gonna come for us today?
If I recall, well, when he played his music, I guess it's kind of sounded like wedding music. He seemed sad, so I guess there's that. But after the whole ordeal with the temple, he's very impatient. I've learned that. And towards I guess our leaving, he mentioned that he'll just wait for the right moment to pounce, which I personally I found that joke in bad taste, but that's basically what he said.
Cat.
Yeah.
I see it. Oh, sorry.
On that note, if we're worried about him destroying the sarcophagus, do we even have time to do anything about it? How long ago was this?
Well, I mean, I was just there this I guess this morning, Equa.
Yeah, a couple hours ago.
So how far away was this place again?
She points to the mountains in the south.
Hmm. Well, was he successful in destroying any of them?
Uh, he was in the process of it. Last I remember, I think he was in the process of destroying two. He was destroying two of them that was in the same room as one that was already broken. He just casted fireball, and then he's just like, oh well, you know, I could do this myself, etc., etc.
Well,
And how many were there?
She starts counting. Okay, so there was those three. Uh, when we I'll tell you about this in a second. But when we came into the Amber Temple in the first place, there was about like another 4 to 5 in like this main area with a whole bunch of wooden crates that he warned me about. That those crates were similar to the ones that we found in Vallaki with the vampires. She looks at Roderick. So it's at least 7 to 8, but there's probably more. We didn't really get a chance to explore the whole place. But as for the method how we got there, I guess no one would know this, but it was towards like the bottom floor of his castle. There's this room that I've actually been in before with Gar and a few others, and it has like this brazier, an hourglass, like these 7 colored stones, and I believe the hourglass has like some type of riddle or like instructions as into like what each stone does. And he grabbed the blue one, said a few words, and he cast it into the fire. And then he threw me into the fire, and then poof, Amber Temple.
Some kind of teleporting magic?
It seems like it.
Seems
So if we want to
interesting.
if we want to get something, I guess, out of the castle, or just make a quick exit, there's always that.
Do we think it's worth it going down there to try and stop him if he's already started working on 2 hours ago?
Well, as much as I would love to stop him, one, I think the journey there is going to be a bit annoying. I kind of cheated my way down here. And as Mordenkainen and Broderick were saying, Amber Temple's a really dangerous place. Personally, I probably never would have gotten through of it if Strahd didn't clear out a few of the enemies we encountered.
Not just the temple, the road there as well. When our order marched south, as we crossed the bridge, there was some sort of monster creature that took out a large number of our forces.
South is bad in general.
Well, would we be best off searching for this last relic that Malin
That's
had
what
mentioned?
I was thinking we, since the south is bad, we could go to Krezk to see if they have any pools there, possibly. Or, like you said, Barovia, there's that one larger body of water near there that the Vistani camp by usually.
Oh yes, then you could talk to her if you want a weird reading also.
So we got two options then. It's either Krezk or back to Barovia.
Oh, wow. Krezk is only like 6 miles away, right, Roderick? We could be there by lunch.
Perhaps I should try sending spell to Meyore. Ask him if he has any markers he can see. Mountains, buildings. Ask him where the sun is on. In Barovia, sorry. In Barovia, is there still sun? It's just like really like dampened behind like mist and stuff.
The sun is
Or is
always behind the clouds. Always.
Right, but like you would still be able to like kind of know like relatively where it is.
Sometimes, yes. It depends on how thick the clouds are.
All right, I might want to step out of the mansion in a second to check. If the sun's out, guns out. No, if the sun's out, I could ask him which direction the sun is from him. Maybe tell him to keep walking one way, keep the sun to your back, keep to your front.
Oh, using it like a compass. That is
Right.
smart. I like that.
And then, yeah, then that might determine, if we're able to determine if he's closer to Barovia or Krezk. We can
Sound-
decide that way.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Kendrick's
sounds
like
a plan.
pulling some eggs out of his beard.
Do I know like any like hunters, like people like trackers, people who might be able to find a missing person to hire?
Sure. You know of Soldar Soldarovich in Valaki and his acquaintance. Those are the wolf hunters. They are decent out in the wilderness.
Have we pissed these people off yet?
You have not spoken to them at
Okay,
all.
cool.
Melee.
Tia
But they
will
are-
say-
They are
Tia
in
will quickly
Valaki,
say,
so...
Okay,
about the
over there.
about the conversation about the Amber Temple and what resides in it, I suggest we keep a bit of a not loose lip, a tight lip around the monster hunters, lest we have another incident with, Gundrick and Blair.
No, they are
Got it.
quite zealous.
So the guy seemed really friendly, but I don't think he'll be so friendly if we get on his bad side.
So what are you guys doing?
All right. Well, if you're all ready.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
I want to step out of the mansion and I want to look at the sky and see if I can get a general idea of where the sun is.
Roll a perception check for me, Roderick.
See if it's clear enough.
Or either perception or survival, whichever one is better for you.
Ooh.
They're actually
Also-
both the same.
Coming out of that house, Gundrick is like shield raised, sword at the ready, like next to Roderick, like just in case we got a freaking ambush waiting for us outside.
Sure. And Blair, I want you to do the same thing.
Oh, perception and survival.
Yeah.
23.
Oh my god.
Okay.
My dice are in my backpack. I'll just roll quickly on on Roll20 and then grab them.
You'll get a nat
Or-
20, don't you worry.
So
Nat 20. Yeah,
Told you.
23.
shit, you guys. Well done.
Nice.
So the first thing you notice when you get outside is no Strahd. He's not here. You do see the squashed, chewed to bone remains of a number of guards that you left outside last night.
Looks like we had a better night than they did.
And you instinctively recognize the markings of canine teeth.
Those bastards.
Roderick and Blair, the reason I selected the two of you is because you two are native to Barovia, so this is all you know, and you are accustomed to the temperature and the weather conditions of the realm. It's cold, and it's humid, which is normally like when the mist is at its worst. Today, even though that is the case, the mist is not as thick as you would expect it to be. And as you look up, Roderick, you can see that the sun is... It rises in the east, so it will be in an eastern direction. It's in an eastern direction.
Gotcha. Okay. Do I think it's clear enough, like that sun is clear enough that Milavoy would be able to kind of figure it out too? Since it is thinner mist today.
If he rolled well enough, he would.
Okay.
The issue is that Barovia is not super big, so the sun doesn't really have much of a sway on. Like if he were on one side of Barovia and looked up, and if you were on another side of Barovia and looked up, the sun would be in the same position relative to him.
Right. Yeah. It would be more like, okay, are you gonna like face the sun or walk like sun
Got you.
back sort of thing?
Yeah.
Loot the sun. Why is it so clear today?
This is definitely abnormal.
It's subtle, but yes, it is.
Mm.
You can roll a history check for me if you like, Roderick.
Oh, that's a nat 20. I never roll good on history. So
Out here.
that makes it a
From
21.
This is the perfect roll for you to roll nat 20 on because you're going to figure out everything right now.
Oh, good. Oh.
The sarcophagi in the Amber Temple hold the dark powers.
Mm-hmm.
Strahd is trapped here in the mist because he's like the CEO of Barovia and they're the board, right? So they have the power over him, but he does everything. Why would Strahd want to kill the dark powers off? Well, because he wants to expand Barovia. If he clears the mists, he can leave. You are quickly coming to the conclusion that the reason that the sarcophagi are so important here, not only because they keep all of the bad inside of Barovia, and they terrorize the people of Barovia with the bad, but they keep it in here. They keep Strahd in here too. And if he continues to take them out, he's unleashed.
Well, that's not good.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Believe the dark powers are what's keeping the mist and Strahd within its boundaries, as well as all of us. Perhaps him destroying these sarcophagi, weakening that border, keeping him in.
Well, is this not possibly a good thing? Like, what if the surrounding kingdoms all came and crushed him? Does he
Perhaps.
have an army?
I'm sure there's a few level 20 adventurers out there somewhere that can take care of him.
I'm sure he's got a ton of vampire spawn, and then he can make more as he goes. Eventually, to overwhelm anybody, especially if we need to find these certain things to even stop him.
Well, we've already found one of them.
And we need to hurry to find the others if he's already started making his way out. We can't let the world to go through what Barovia has.
Yes. No. 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 Well, if that's the case, should we not hurry? Oh, I forgot, Roderick. You were going to talk to Milvoy. But yes, we should find the artifact. I agree.
I will also point something else out to you, Roderick, because you rolled an nat 20 on it. Tia said that one of the sarcophagi was already broken, which does reinforce a previous theory you had about a dark power and where it lingers currently.
Okay.
Think about why you joined the group in the first place.
Well, the why was because Father Lucian took me under his wing.
I'll spell it out for you. Don't worry. Part of the reason that you joined the group was to investigate Alarin and Gar.
Oh, this group. Okay, I thought you meant the order. Okay, I was misunderstanding.
Which means
what about
that
Pumpkin King?
if that is true, then one of them is at least still alive out there.
Out of Alarin and Gar.
No, out of the dark power. If it's out there and it wasn't killed, and if Gar is still alive, it could still be alive. And if it is still alive, then yeah, Lara's still alive. And if it's still
His
alive,
ashes
then
coalesce above the pond.
Strahd can't get his full ultimate goal of being completely free and unleashing everything in Barovia out of Barovia if Gar is still alive.
Too bad Gar's dead, man.
Yeah, man, it's such a tragedy.
So I know this?
Yeah, with a natural 20, you know it. That's the only way that you would, but you do.
Okay, because so do I think that Milvoy's dad, like I don't think he broke one of these necessarily. I don't know. But he tried to drain it of dark power.
It's weird to tell
sorry,
now.
go ahead.
Everything that happened when it happened at the Ember Temple with your order, you didn't get too far into the sarcophagi. Because part of the reason that you're going up there is to investigate, well, maybe one of these is being able to do something here. So it's difficult to tell, but when Jesper did what he did, there's a lot of energy there, and you didn't hear any like breaking of sarcophagi when he did that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I forget what we're talking about. No, when if Strahd needs to destroy all these to rid us of the mist, the dark powers keeping him in, then there's a chance he's going to have to go kill Gar.
Ooh.
It's a really large elephant, man. I believe they're called the Loxodons.
Are you
Good
saying
fellow. Good fellow.
dark power resides in him?
I believe so. See, when Gar first came to me, he had a mark on him, a curse belonging to what I believe is one of the dark powers. So, good chance Strahd will have to look for him.
Do you know if your friend had a similar mark to it?
Did Jesper have a mark like that?
Do me a favor, roll me a retroactive perception check.
Okay, a 12 plus 7, so that's a 19.
Okay, even if I take off a bunch of numbers for your modifier, it'd still be pretty good, considering you were lower level. When he took it all in and attempted to funnel it out, you do remember seeing flashes on the forehead that were kind of reminiscent of what happened with Gar, except this one, when they happened with Jesper, were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they just all flashed in quick succession. Gar had 1.
Maybe, but different.
Rod gonna be able to find this Scar and kill him to get the power out of him?
I actually think perhaps it's best if he keeps the dark power in him, at least until Strahd's dealt with. Removing killing Gar might be what Strahd wants.
Oh, I wasn't suggesting we do it. I was wondering if Strahd could find him to kill him.
Oh. Likely.
But then at the same time, if we were to find him and he's following us, then we could potentially lead him right to him, right? So, is it almost better to leave him be?
Perhaps. No way to really know.
Well,
Whether
The
I
team
mean-
just rolled the dice and it makes me scared.
Gar we could
Like a
we
ticking
could
clock.
find Gar, protect him, strength in numbers, or we hope he stays tucked away, hidden in his corner of this small world, and hope Straw doesn't find him.
I mean, as great a warrior he was, I think if there's possibly, if it comes between him and an artifact that is as powerful as that blade, I think the artifact would be more useful, at least in this moment.
You were going to call Milavoy?
Yeah.
You know, not to rush you or anything.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot to talk about.
Of course.
Milavoy. What do you see? Mountains, lakes, rivers. Sun direction. Keep. Sun. Either in front or behind. Wait, that was one word.
Yeah,
Counted
in
as
front
two.
of one word as well.
No, it isn't. In front's 2 words. Shut up.
I think
It's
in
one
front's
word.
2 words.
Well, I thought it was one.
It's one word.
It's 2 words. You're distracting him, guys.
I got 25 words respawned.
Hold on.
You send the
That's
message
all.
out, and you wait for a minute before you hear. Yeah, okay, so I just came out of the forest, keeping sun in front of me. I'm just gonna keep walking that way then. There's not much else here. It's open.
Well, not super helpful. So you said the sun was in the east right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So my guess, based on what he said, he either just came out of the Svalich woods, or
All the
Perhaps-
Svalich woods.
yes, it's all actually.
It's
that.
all the
He,
Svalich woods.
over by. I don't know if I know what that is as Roderick. Yeah, it's like something hill. Yes, yeah, yes, something hill.
Yes'm Hill.
Yes, some hill.
Yeah,
Um,
you know about it briefly. It's Yesterhill.
Yester Hill, that's what it is. Either came out of the tree line near Yester Hill, perhaps, or the tree line by Old Salvage Road.
As for Loki, still, a bit of a range, but he says he came out of the woods. He doesn't see anything else but plains. So, it's not many. It narrows it down some. He says he's walking toward the sun, which makes me believe he came from the west, is headed east, out of the woods.
Well, do we know, or where's Yester Hill again?
I think it's this right here.
That is Yester Hill. Yep.
Okay.
It's
Well,
just
as long as
south of
it's-
the winery.
As long as it's not too much plains. I remember on our way to Strahd's castle, that was the most plains I'd seen in this place. Well, if you think that's where he is, based on I remember what we were talking about before, is this Krezk place? It's not too far from that hill, yes? Could stop by there. I mean, it'd only take us an hour or two to reach there, correct? Given the distance.
Well, I feel like
Wait, hold on. Is this just a hill or is this a building? This is a
That
hill, right?
is, that's just a hill.
Okay.
yes, we'll have to go a little southwest. But after we check that, we could follow the road north and then over to Krezk. Sorry, I'm all flustered. What do we need at Krezk again?
We're going to see if they have any type of pools or anything mystical.
Pools.
Yeah, so like the shining pools or whatever that. What's her name? Madame Ava.
West by the White Sun.
Yeah. So essentially, you've got a couple POIs here. Krezk is right here. You're going there to try and find the third relic. Or the third artifact, I should say. It is past Vanricton's tower and the werewolf den, but it is a town and it's fortified. Further south is the winery, which you have been inquired about by Davian Martikov, who runs the Blue Water Inn, and Barovia Saga to Malin, because there's a bunch of were-raven stuff happening there, essentially. Further south of that is Yester Hill, which you think Milavoy could be coming out of, right here, potentially. And that's pretty much it on this side of the map that has, like, points of interest for you. It's the Den, Krezk, the winery, and Yester Hill. Also, south and east of Yester Hill, you kind of come back onto the Solenka Pass, which is how you get to the Amber Temple. So if you cut through the woods, like either right here, or if you cut through the woods down here and followed the river down, you would eventually find the same road that leads to the Amber Temple, should you decide to go there. Basically. So those are your options right now.
We could basically go to Krezk and just swoop our way down. If you think Milavoy will be able to survive that long.
Actually, you know what, Roderick? Roll a history check on Yester Hill.
Hey, that will be. Oh well, never mind. I was thinking my perception bonus. That's a 14.
14. You know about a bunch of crazy cannibal druids and berserkers that live down there, so it's dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know about taking a detour, cause he said he's just going to keep moving the sun in front of him. So if we take the long way there, we might miss him.
Oh, I just realized that if he keeps walking in a straight line, he'll eventually run into that hag, probably.
We're not even sure he's there. He could be all the way in the top right. I mean, not in Roderick's voice, but where it says Barovia sucks.
Wow,
We
that
all
is
know
such
who did
a
it.
good drawing, too.
Yeah,
I
look,
didn't see it said that.
it looks like it belongs.
I chose a good font.
Oh, I thought you drew that by hand.
No, that's a font.
Well, I will follow you. I assume that your mind will not be clear until this boy is safe once more. So
Well, I did
whatever
bring him
helps
back to-
us.
We did choose to bring him back to life rather than a Lauren. So it'd be kind of a
Oh.
wasted spell if we didn't try to keep him.
Well, we should start moving if he's moving as well.
I start moving.
Yeah.
I don't actually know where I'm going.
This way.
Hasn't he ever been lost in a department store? He's supposed to stand still.
Then I think we're gonna like
No, there's
kind
a
of.
large market in Waterdeep. You should go whenever this mist clears up.
Oh, let's not go too damn close to Argynvost, though. I don't need jackass chasing us 10 miles.
I mean, either way, we kind of gotta go that way, man.
Not if we just loop around and cut through the woods.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Like
couldn't we,
this?
yeah,
Or
that's
like,
supposed to-
or
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's still over a mile away from Argynvost, so we should be fine.
yeah, we should
Yeah.
be fine. We'll be fine. We kicked his ass once.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Walk
you guys
by,
are
trying to get over,
choosing.
keep moving.
You're
far
choosing to go to
here.
Yester Hill.
Yeah, if we're going
No,
to
no, no,
Yesterhill,
no,
it's
no,
right
no,
over
no, no,
here.
no. We're not going to Yesterhill. We're going to. Can you see my pings? This area. Because
doing
he
that?
said.
So we're
Because
just
he
hoping
said.
that we see him out in the field somewhere.
He said that he was walking the sun in front of him, which means he was moving from west to east. He said he just came out of a tree line and he couldn't see any buildings, mountains. So it's just plains, which is like right here, right? It's either. Can you guys see my arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's either here, or it's down here. Which this is a mountain, so I feel like he would have seen a mountain. So he's either here, he's here, or he's here.
So not to be that guy, but if he didn't see any mountains, how did he not see the one that's only 3 miles away from him?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
'cause
mean,
this
it's
is a
more of like
mountain,
a
right?
hill. I feel like, right?
It's
So
elevation of some kind.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Mm.
probably not that big. But I mean, those are the only things that make sense to me. He's either in here, or like going this direction, or he's up here somewhere going this direction, or he's up here going this this direction.
He
Yeah,
would
that's the
be
thing.
like,
It
Fine,
could be
Roderick
anywhere.
will. I'll
he
follow
would be over
you.
there.
Look,
Either
if
way.
he's not down here, we take the road right back up to Krezk. No biggie.
Well, we better just risk it, or we will miss him. So
Biscuit for the biscuit, I always say.
Yep, I used to hear that in the army. Let's go.
I've never heard that before.
That's
Risking it
literally
gets
you
me
were
killed.
risking your life in order to eat a biscuit at the end of the day. You're aware
That
of that,
sounds like a waste.
Sometimes that is
biscuit.
all you have, motivation-wise, a biscuit.
So you want to sit right here for some time.
Well, we gotta
Where?
make it there and then probably make our way
Yeah,
west, right?
we're trying to get down
Let's see
in
if we
here.
can catch him.
Okay. So, you guys are going to follow the road down for the first 30 or so minutes, and then I'm going to have you off-road for the next hour, which is 2 checks.
Roadie.
Let's roll high, baby.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Autobots. Roll out.
Somewhat nice impression, Becca.
Thank you.
Someone can
It
go
was probably
ahead
bad.
and roll a d20 for me.
Does Baka
I
get
wanna do it.
inspiration?
Yeah, do I get
Baka-
inspiration for my very terrible Optimus Prime impression?
No, you do have DM inspiration for your waking up earlier.
Waking up. I woke up and got inspiration, baby. Thank you, though.
Gunner got
Preach.
12.
So,
Sorry, are we
first
all rolling
roll-
something? I'm sorry. I
Nope.
forgot.
No,
It's
we're
one at
just
a
rolling
time.
one for
Okay.
encounter.
So the first roll is a success. You guys get to, we'll say about there.
About there.
Actually be a little bit before that, but we'll go right there.
Man, we walking slow as hell, man.
We got a lot of ground
Listen,
to cover.
bro,
We can't be sprinting.
2 miles, 30 minutes.
This isn't
that's
Lord of
about
the
right.
Rings where you just run across
Oh, okay,
fields forever.
okay. No, that's good, that's good.
Okay. Someone can roll for the next 30 minutes.
Can I roll?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Anybody who's not
Yay.
me.
14.
Ooh.
Oh.
Cutting it close, cutting it close.
Put you right down there. And for the next 30 minutes, someone can roll.
Not me.
I've already
Yeah.
did my rolls.
Oh,
Stinky, I'll do it.
give him that 20.
You guys are gonna be happy about this one. 16.
Oh, heck
Yeah.
yeah. Heckin' sweet.
A D8 and a D12, right?
Yep. D8 and a D12.
Total of 13.
Are we fighting scarecrows?
Oh, I'm not.
They're the
Is it
wolves again.
werewolves?
Fuck the wolves.
Roll it
dude.
again. Roll it again.
Let's get
11.
the merchants again.
Oh!
The wolves are just such a wide range on that encounter thing. You just always get wolves.
No, the wolves are not a wide range. There are 3 options for wolves. And that's it. They're just in the middle, so it's more easy to get them. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Baka, odds or evens?
You know we gotta go odds, baby.
It's cocked.
Hey, don't call me that.
Oh,
We're on screen, for God's sake.
Goodness.
Okay.
We're gonna have to beep that. Oh my god.
So, so interesting enough.
We pass by.
You guys, on your way to reaching your destination,
Seamull?
Ah, perfect.
it catches Tia and Roderick's attention first, followed by Malin.
It's never a good sign.
oh.
It is a it's a dark-ish shape in the sky.
Oh,
and as
no.
it kind of flies over in your direction, you see smaller shapes, like little individual black blobs. You'll kind of squint your eyes and you recognize it to be a swarm of ravens.
The ravens!
Now, it is interesting to you, Malin, because it's coming from an eastern-ish direction. And you know what's east.
Hey, Tia, you can talk to animals, can't you?
I can. I haven't used that spell for today, so I... But do you want me to talk to these?
Oh, yeah, you mind waving them down? I've got a couple of questions for them.
I don't know if we want to wave them down. I mean,
Oh,
you
I
can
mean-
wave them down.
I'm gonna whistle really loudly while waving my hands in the air.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. Oh, they're not coming. I got a 10.
A 10. Yeah. You make enough noise to get someone to look at you. Passive insights. Does anyone have a
Oh.
17 or higher?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I wish.
Passives go? Probably not.
Yeah, I
Passive
got a passive.
insight?
Mm-hmm.
How would you do that?
10 plus your insight modifier.
Yeah, no, I got 14.
So, Roderick,
Yeah.
you really like heavily squint at a couple of them, and you look at them as they are attracted to the sound that Malin's making. And some of them look over, and the swarm moves away slightly more. It's not in a direction of like coasting off in a change of like pattern. It's I see that down there, and I'm gonna avoid it. And you watch as they go in a different direction, and then loop back around afterwards and continue on their path west. It's almost as if they're avoiding Malin.
Damn it.
Did you happen to know those ravens?
Well, I met a couple of ravens outside of that hag's place, and they seemed really happy to see me, but those 2 ravens, I think those might be were-raven people or something.
Yes,
It might just be
those-
ravens, but apparently the people who own the Blue Water Inn, turns out they don't like Strahd either.
Yes, those
Um,
were avoiding you, definitely.
Yes, probably because I'm trying to find out. Tia, you're a Fae. How would one get out of a contract with a Fae?
I'm gonna be honest, Malin. I don't think I want to tell you that.
But
Well,
I'm not
that's
in a
awkward.
contract with you.
But if she makes a contract with you in the future, then how?
Yeah, I already know.
Where's Blair? Like, yeah, she gets it.
Well, fuck me, I
You-
guess. I guess I'll
you-
just
you would-
die.
You would basically have to find some type of loophole. But
Can I just
the thing
kill
with-
her?
I mean, you can try, but the thing with Faes is they're very thorough about loopholes. So if you made a contract with one, they are probably already anticipating you to try to find some way to break it.
Who did you make a contract? Oh, the hag and the
Yes,
baby.
yes, the hag, and Fae creatures and all that. But could you just kill the person you made a contract with?
I mean, you can. That's an option.
Would that
Doesn't
break the
mean that
contract?
Doesn't mean it's voiding the contract. I would think.
Damn it, that's what I'm asking.
But wait, how could they enforce the contract if they're dead?
It's probably some magic mumbo jumbo that when I kill them I disintegrate or some crazy shit.
So how did you form a contract exactly? Was this like written, blood?
No, it's spoken.
Something
Definitely
else?
spoken. I did refuse to
Oh.
give him my name though.
Can I roll some type of history check, Equa, to see if like this is an actual contract a Fae would do?
But I also don't
Yeah.
know what
Go ahead.
Irina probably told her either.
Hope
Ooh,
Irina's
9.
not dead. That'd be a shame.
Hard to say.
I don't know, Malin. I guess I would have to like meet the hag for myself to see if
Well-
they're even a Fae.
Well, they're probably avoiding me because apparently I made a deal to kill some were ravens, or at least take care of them. But I'd rather not do that because I also have to bring some wine to them, which is going to be really weird since we're kicked out of Wallaki anyways.
Seem to make a lot of promises to people.
You know, that's what got me in this mess to begin with.
Did anybody see Milvoy?
Yeah, how long are you guys waiting here for?
I mean, I'm keeping a lookout for him for sure.
Are we just waiting here, or are we gonna start moving
I-
west to see if we catch him?
I think we're on like the high point here, right? Like it's a little hill.
Yeah, it's a
Like-
hell.
Does that help us at all see down?
It's over,
Uh,
Anakin.
It may. I mean, the mist is decently heavy today. So, whoever wants to roll can roll a perception check to see if you can see Millivoy.
Oh,
Everyone,
perception.
use your eyes.
Oh, that's persuasion.
Legolas, what is your elf IC?
Oh, I've
Nothing
got
more
an
than 4.
18.
Oh, yeah, I only got a 7.
Yeah, I also got a 7.
Oh, I got an 8. I made a horrible joke.
What'd you get,
Oh,
Roger?
I forgot to get the eye boogers out of my eyes after the sleep last night.
Cast
Oh,
prestidigitation and clean his eyes for him.
Tommy
21.
can say it.
21? Yeah. Most of you
Prestidigitation.
are struggling to see past the mist itself. Roderick and Malin, you're kind of keeping a keener eye on the tree line. How long do you stay here for?
Well, hold on. I'm trying to. I'm trying to figure something out. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. Does that mean it has to be within 1,000 feet? If I cast locate object, right? I feel like I would know how the spell works. So, obviously I name an object that's familiar with me, and as long as that object's within 1,000 feet of you, you can sense the direction of the object. As long as you know, as long as it's within 1,000 feet of you. But there's a period there. Then it says, if the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. Is that still in the 1,000 range, or is it like?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
That's 304, almost 305 meters for you, Equal.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Oh, hold on. Why don't we just, Tia? What if you just shoot a flaming arrow up? I mean, would Milivoy realize that? Maybe you could tell him come to the arrow. I don't know.
That
Well,
might
what-
warn the guards of Lockie and they'll come get us.
Yeah, I was
Well,
about
that
to
or
say
you'll
that.
alert any wildlife around here that wants to eat us.
And
Oh,
that I don't know if
guess.
he'll really attract Milivoy if he just sees a flaming arrow shot up. If anything, he might just run away from it.
Can you only cast that once a day, Roderick?
What, the sending or the...
The being able to, yeah, sending, you can talk into someone's head.
Oh, I could do it twice a day, but
Never mind.
it's a powerful spell. We run into trouble, you know, I'll be down bad.
So unfortunate. I can see it now. Milivoy, come to the flaming arrow. Yes, Roderick.
One more thought is
Alright.
if we don't see him here, he must be at one of those other locations.
Well, I guess we can see if we run into him on the way up to Krezk, yeah? I mean, would he take the roads, or would he try to hide in the woods as he travels?
He said he was just gonna head straight toward the sun.
Did he say what was in front of him?
He said, just open area.
Oh, it's raining outside.
So he must be, pulls out map. Must be where it says Barovia sucks right here.
Oh, did you write that yourself? Such beautiful, handwriting. I was
I
going to say
did.
calligraphy, but that's not calligraphy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it's called comic.
Swig
Sans.
from my bottle.
Comic Sans.
I'll tell you what it is. Let's see. Text. What it is? Patrick Hand.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyone see anything? I couldn't really.
The thing as well is, if he follows the sun, end of the day, he's gonna hit west. So
Well, the sun's above me. I got to turn around.
Yeah, you think they would be smart enough to
You
keep
think?
going that way?
it's Milivoy, do we think?
What's
So
his intelligence?
The boy that sold the sacred bones.
I
for
think
money.
it's fine. I think his intelligence is
Yeah, he's got at least average
it's
intelligence.
a flat 0 for intelligence, no modifier at all.
So average, yeah.
Yep. So your first 30 minutes go by, no sign of Milivoy. Someone roll a d20.
Oh,
It's either Genji or Grizz's turn.
Grizz, have you
Grizzy.
rolled it yet?
Grizzy
I
Glizzy.
haven't, but I never roll well, so.
You,
For
you want me to
these.
do it this
Well,
one?
that's
Do
what
a
you
nat
want.
20.
You want
I'll
to
do
roll
it.
low.
I rolled a 16. I'll
Yeah.
always roll the opposite of what I need to roll equal. Come
Maybe
on.
So-
the Ravens are going to come back.
So go ahead and roll a d12 and a d8 and add them together.
Get an 11.
Wolves.
D12, D8 coming right at you. That's a 2 and a 4.
6.
For 6? Oh, okay. So this is an
Okay.
encounter that you
You need to be moving.
need to be moving for. So we're just gonna axe off the encounter.
Hooray.
Well, shit. I guess let's go to Krezk. Just hope the boy can survive a little longer.
It was worth a shot.
Do we want to leave something at this spot for him?
Hmm.
Like maybe like just a stick with like some cloth on it,
Oh, how
like
would
a
you
flag
know?
of sorts.
And
Well, I don't know.
he'll know what about that? That somebody left a stick with some claws on it out
Well,
here?
you use your sending spell next time. You could just, if he ever runs into something like that, he knows where he's at least.
I mean, if anything, you could just leave a trail, yes? Like, sure, you leave the stick with the cloth here. Maybe as we get to the woods, you scratch into some trees or leave more of the same cloth. That way he knows to follow, but then anyone else could also follow that. So I don't know if you want to risk it.
So, Equal, I've never tried doing this before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna let me just ask Roderick. I could probably make something like kind of like a firework in the sky. I don't know if it's gonna work though. My question to you, Equa, is if I'm willing to burn a 3rd level spell slot, could I try and make my prestidigitation create like a large like firework?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
like,
you're just
I don't know if it'll work, but at least it'll be something that's not. Huh? That's seems dangerous. It would
Is
be fireworks.
is it Can you make a sound with it, or is it just visual?
Oh, let me read.
cantrips are basically just level 0 spells, so you're just upcasting it basically.
Yeah, like I know like with prestidigitation, you can create a sound. You can make it. Let's see.
So if you cast it multiple times, you can have 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. As a buff for prestidigitation, since you're upcasting it 3 times, I'll give you 3 effects all at once, and I'll double the range by 3. Or I'll double the range. I'll multiply the range by 3 as well. So you'll get a 30 feet range on it, and you can have 3 non-instantaneous effects.
Non-instantaneous effects.
Can you make words with your magic, Malin?
His words are his magic.
So
Speaks with his magic.
It's poetic.
When you have true strength, there's no need for words. Am I right or am I right?
So I can make a harmless instant. That's instantaneous.
Right, because the duration's an hour, so that kind of doesn't work. You know what?
Yeah.
Just pick 3. You can just have
Wait.
3.
What if I were to have like make? So I want to try and create a illusory image that kind of. Oh, an illusory image. Can I have it go up and it just like it makes a loud like it's a firework, but then it just kind of freezes there in the air and it spells Millivoy?
So you're gonna illusory image that can fit in your hand.
Oh,
Cast
it
for
can
Markov
fit in my hand.
symbol.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't
Well, it
finish
can fit in your
reading
hand, but it'll triple because of the size is tripling. That specific effect lasts until the end of your next turn, so it would triple again. So it lasts 3 turns. So you can. It won't last very long.
I want to do like so the first one where it says such as shower of sparks, but I want to kind of flavor it to be a firework. It's only faint musical. Really, I'm just trying to have something that's colorful in the sky that doesn't look threatening. That he would know, hey, that's not normal. Like that looks like fireworks.
Right. If we're going big on this, I can burn my last sending spell. Tell him what to look for, and to head that direction.
Oh, I guess that's true. It's up to you, Roderick. I could try it. We could not. But I mean,
Right.
if you really want to find this boy, then
I just don't want to, you know, be caught off on the wrong foot later. But I think it's our only chance. So let's do it. When I go to send the message, I think while I'm sending the message is when you should do it, so he has a chance to respond if he sees it. Does that make sense?
how long does he have to respond?
Do I kind of know how long people have to respond?
I'll say. What is the duration on sending? It's instantaneous.
You know what's weird? Oh, that's unlimited range. Never mind. Duration is 1 round, so 6 seconds. I guess, or is that just what it cost me to cast it?
No, it
It just
lasts
says-
for 6 seconds. So it's an action to cast, and then it
Yeah.
holds for 6 seconds. So whatever. I'll give it like a couple minutes. Screw that. That's dumb.
All
Couple
right, I'm
minutes.
ready when you are. It's gonna last a couple of minutes. I'd probably tell him to look around towards the east. for something to flash in the sky, then I'll do it, and then he'll be able to tell you if he saw it or not.
Mhm. All right. Okay. Right. Little boy, look to the east and to the west. Look for a color in the sky, a light. Go
Like a
to it
firework.
like a firework. That's what we'll be.
And
Let me know if you see it.
do I need to roll anything to attempt this?
No, you're upcasting the spell. You essentially send a small rocket that a detonation in the sky appears of wide and vibrant colors. What's Millevoy's perception? Oh, it's a
I give
minus.
Milla Boy inspiration.
It's a -1.
He's
Oh.
just a commoner, basically.
Well, now he's a little better than a commoner.
Still sucks.
Yeah, you wait a couple minutes, Roderick, and the response comes back. I didn't see it. Is it still gonna happen, or where do you want me to meet you at? Just name a place.
Can't respond.
Yep. Too late now.
Whoops.
Figured he was too stupid to know where the hell he was.
I know, right? This whole time he could have just told us, like, "Oh, I'll go to Krezk," if he knew how to go somewhere. All right. I shake my head and
You didn't see it.
Well, at least that helps narrow it down. With a firework that large, you'd have to be quite a ways away not to see that, yes? So
Speaking
it
of
must be
which-
somewhere in the east.
We probably should leave, because I do know that hag is about a couple of miles just southeast of us. I also know that we're in the middle of a wilderness, and that bright light's probably going to attract some shit.
Yeah, I
Right.
think we're on a bad side of some werewolves, so...
Let's head back to
They chased me all down this hill. It was wild.
back to the trail and up to Krezk.
Sure hope Red Keep and Irene are safe wherever they are.
and Roderick will be sullen and quiet for like a little bit of this journey. I'll be right back.
Okay, Ginji, you're the last one to roll. Roll a d20 with advantage.
Oh,
No fear.
Oh, is this good or bad?
Bad because then we have a higher chance of a
Well-
higher number.
So,
Go ahead, roll d12 and a d8 and add them together. At this point, these encounters you're not going to die from them. You're just
12
going
D8.
to be hindered.
2 and 2, so 4.
A 2 and 2 is a 4. It sure
Four
is.
ravens.
Give me a
Or
zombie
no, that was the one
dragon
that
or
we
something. I'm ready.
needed to be moving, right? And now we're moving.
give us Strahd.
Passive perceptions. Roderick and Tia have a 17. Malin, I think, has a 14.
I think
Yeah, I got a
Blair
14.
has a 13.
13?
Yeah.
Gundrick, what do you have?
I also have a 14.
A 14. Okay. So, as you're walking down the side of the hill, thankfully, no contact is made, but Baka, odds or evens?
Odds every time, baby.
Okay, Gundrick, you catch it just as you're about to put your foot down in a large, metal, jagged iron hunting trap. And you pick your foot up again, noticing it.
Oh. Oh, go ahead.
It looks to be almost like a bear trap. If that had clamped down on your ankle, you'd be in rough shape.
Ooh, boy. Well, you were looking for hunters. There must be some not too far. You see the size of this bear trap? Holy lord, that would have taken my leg off.
taking your leg off, that would just outright kill me.
Tia, are you
Oh,
good at
jeez.
disarming traps?
It's ever to you.
I like to believe I am.
I'm gonna look around to see if we see anything else out here.
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception. I'm gonna put you right about there while you do this.
It's not hard to disarm. You just put something in it, it snaps on it.
Oh, 14.
14. Looking around. Yeah, you see another hunting trap just barely sticking out. maybe like 80 to 100 feet away. The other thing that you notice is you're getting closer to the trail and looking towards the woods. You just barely catch a glimpse of it. It's a wolf. But it's a little different. It's this beautiful white colored fur and like glistening bright eyes. It's a little more elegant than the other wolves, and you just catch it as it back behind the tree line.
Huh. Anyone else see that?
What?
What was it?
It was I mean, dare I say, it was quite a beautiful wolf. It was
Are
like
you into
different.
wolves?
No, not like that. Forget about it. Do I
Yeah,
see
we're
like a
Mako.
large stick around?
Yeah, you see a light stick around.
I grab a large stick and I jab it inside the trap.
Oh.
And then I take the trap and I hand it to Gundrick. This could actually be pretty useful if we're trying to sleep out in the wilderness. We could probably, there's another one over there. We could probably lay these out at some point, cover them with grass or leaves, and have an extra layer of protection.
That's a great idea, Malin. Even if we were in some sort of, I don't know, closed door situation in a castle, I'm sure we could surprise someone with that.
Maybe we could arm it, grab it from the sides, and throw it at someone's head.
Oh, yes, you could do that. Or even if we were like waiting behind the door and we like got their arms with it or something. That way they can't use their hands.
Oh,
Mm.
just I'll take a swig of my wine bottle. There's another one over there if y'all want it. And I'm gonna go
Yeah.
walk over to it so that they don't go looking for it, and then step in it. I'm just gonna activate. I'm gonna pick up another stick and shove it inside the trap.
Sure. The way that you were talking indicated that you were gonna
Yeah.
clench it up.
Just
Sound
That you were
value.
gonna step in it on your own to activate it.
So you now have 2 hunting traps,
Nice.
and you continue onwards.
Thanks, Tia.
I mean, you didn't ask.
No, I said Tia, but out of character. Thanks, Genji. Your role allowed us to acquire
Oh,
2 hunting traps.
They're not all bad. Some of them are good.
Well, it would have been bad if we would have stepped in it.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been really bad, especially with
Real
Gundrick. Gundrick's already got a 25-foot movement speed.
He
We
can't
don't
do
need to
that.
lower it.
So from this point on,
Gundrick slowly becomes chef. Losing his
Oh
limbs.
my god.
you can either, I'll say, do 2 rolls, cut through the woods to get to Krezk, or you can do 3 if you stick on the trail and go upwards and then around to Krezk.
What are the rolls works?
The rolls are the same rolls.
Oh, so the encounters don't change?
No, it's just the amount of
Well, let's
encounters.
just go through the trees. then,
Yeah,
I
let's get
guess.
there. Let's just get there.
I know Grizz isn't here, or well, no, Baka, your character knows the area really well, right?
Not as well as the rest of Barovia, but she's been over here like once or twice.
I'll tell you the difference. If you roll on the road, the DC is 18 to get an encounter. If you roll off the road, it's a 15.
Road's
Let's
safer,
do it.
But force is faster.
Screw it. Let's just go through the woods.
Okay.
The sooner we find this, the better.
So you're going to do 2 rolls here. Who wants to do the
All right,
first one?
Meyore, it's your turn, and then it's
All
my
right,
turn.
let's go. Let's go. That is a nat 20. Is that good or bad?
That's
bad.
Well, that's an encounter.
It's terrible.
Roll it again. D12 and a D8.
Okay.
Man, you guys are going to set a record.
D12 is a. Okay, so that's a 7 on that, and then that is an 8 on that for
Oh, God.
15.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
Will you
That's
stop?
wolves, right?
You walk through the forest. And you do manage to get all the way through, actually. And you come to this trail right here as the forest opens, and there's a small dirt path that goes through. And you see it first, Gundrick, laying off the side of the road, face down. A person.
Oh. Someone might need help. Do you see him over there?
I look over.
Yeah.
Same.
You all see it.
Can I really look over?
What are you attempting to discern?
Like, I've Malin's played in a lot of different bars and taverns and stuff like that. He's experienced life with quite a few different humanoids. Can I tell that that's an actual person?
Roll a perception check.
It's terrible.
Hard
Can
to say.
Tia roll a perception?
Oh, no, that was a persuade. Nope, sorry. That is. Okay, no, it did work right. Okay. Yeah.
I know Tio wanted to, but could Blair as well, just to see if it's alive.
Roll a medicine check.
So Tia's
What are we
gonna-
looking at? He's alive. I'm sorry.
There's someone faced. It's been a wild ride since you left.
Can I also roll this medicine check? I'm good at medicine.
Yeah.
I rolled badly.
So Tia's just seeing if the body is mangled in any way, or if there's like at least a pool of blood or dried blood around it
Mhm.
for a 22.
Ooh.
Okay. Roderick, what'd you get?
I had a 13.
So
Oh, we got 2 hunting traps, by the way, Roderick, since you've been gone.
Nice. Wow.
you
Stuff
been
really happened.
So Tia, it's not alive anymore. It's a corpse. It's probably been dead for some time. There is no visible signs of blood pooling or anything like that here, so it's somewhat old at the very least. And the other thing that you notice as you look inwards, what look to be like spines sticking out of the back. But you get a good look in, and they're not spines, they're sharpened twigs. It appears that this person was struck in the back and fell as they were heading northeast along the road. And they just fell over and died here. The other thing that you notice with the 22, a black feather sitting kind of blown off into the brush behind it, maybe that big.
Oh.
Oh, where ravens?
So Malin, you said you know these ravens, right?
I mean, I don't know them personally. It didn't even click that they were raven people until after the encounter with the hag.
She points at the feather. That's not a normal size feather for a raven, is it?
Yeah. No. Now, if you're asking me if it would be friendly, I don't know. Nothing around here seems to be friendly.
Right. Well, it seems like this guy either died to that raven or he was attacked by some weird tree creature that we ran into when we were running from Hilaki.
I look to the skies.
That thing you guys were traveling with.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The weird tree creature, Drogden.
Well,
Oh,
more
yeah.
more the scarecrow-esque creatures.
Oh,
all
God,
these
those things were
ravens-
terrifying.
Do
Oh, Roderick,
all of
you
these
missed it.
ravens
Gundrick,
serve them?
you missed it. You had to keep staring at them or they would move closer to you and they chased us all down the river.
Oh, what?
Yeah, have you never seen the scarecrows before?
No, I guess not.
Stay away from the woods south of Hilaki. That's my going principle in life. Stay the
The
hell away
woods
from it.
anywhere are bad.
Well, we did just cross through it, and if I would have thought about it, thinking of the scarecrows, now I'm kind of reconsidering my actions. But here we are. Probably best to avoid that situation because if the crows avoided me, then that means that where Raven might try to kill me.
I'm going to look to the trees to see if I see any movement or just a pair of eyes.
Roll a perception check.
I'm good at these. I'm notoriously good at these. 19.
19. You look to the trees. Nothing. You look up the trail, and there's nothing, and then you look down the trail. You see what looks to be a standing humanoid figure, but they are completely motionless and they are just on the very cusp of the edge of your vision.
While she's looking around at that, can I turn to Roderick and say, Roderick, have there any tales in this land of like a very like white and beautiful looking wolf, like different than the other wolves around here? And I'm like whispering this to him.
Does that like fit any description I know of? Would that be like Strahd or some shit? I don't know.
Like it looks magnificent.
It's hard for you to roll a history check.
Oh, that's good. Why are my histories working out? 18.
A specifically white wolf. You don't have any recollection of a specific white wolf. There is no singular white wolf, but I mean, there are druids around. It's possible.
I was hoping this was going to be a ho-oh situation for me, where like all my dreams would come true because I saw this magnificent wolf.
When you see that wolf, you're supposed to come up with a wish. That wish should come true. As
Well,
long as
damn,
the-
I wish I would have done that already.
I hate to interrupt you guys, but there's someone down at the end of the road.
But to answer your question, no. No specific white wolves. Perhaps a druid might turn into something like that.
Roderick, somebody's down the road.
I like look down the road at this motionless person. It's like, oh, that's not creepy at all.
Can we have like a good look at them? Are they like, I don't know, what do they look like?
You'd have to get closer to get a real decent look at him.
I vote we avoid that person and we keep going.
How about we just try to wave him down?
What if it's Millavoy?
What if it's a
you're
were-raven?
good, right? Millavoy, is that you?
We're going to die. And if it's a were-raven, I called it.
He calls out loudly, and the figure that Tia's looking at remains motionless.
No, Gunja, when I meant wave down, I meant wave.
Oh, well, I thought, he couldn't see us because he's looking the other way, yeah? So,
Country.
got to add... I was excited. I
wanna
thought we might have
squid-
found him.
I don't
And
want to
see
end
if
up like
it
that
is
guy.
looking the other way.
I want to enhance my vision. Enhanced.
That's
So
I'll pull out my binoculars that I got from World War II.
So you guys are gonna have to get closer here.
Let's not get any closer to that.
Oh, wait. Tia, you're small. Just hide in the grass and just get a little closer so you can get a good look at them.
You literally just yelled at the thing and it didn't move. That means avoid.
But, she's small.
Our
Clearly
cover's
looking
falling low
around.
now.
To make sure nothing's flanking us while this is happening.
Sure, roll perception.
What
Grab contract. I'm like, I have watched every person
It's
that
only
I
mine.
originally came here with fucking die. Let us avoid the creepy man standing in the road.
Is it the man? Do we know?
I don't know,
We can't see
person. The scary person. I'm sorry I wasn't inclusive enough for you.
Tia, you're watching this conversation happen, and you kind of keep briefly looking back at the figure to make sure it's not moving closer to you. And as you look back, you see just the very edge of it run off to the side, out of your range of view.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Did it run, like, if we're, like, looking, I guess, like, down this road, did it run over to the east or the west?
So it ran. It's down here-ish,
Oh, okay, I was looking the wrong way, alright.
and it ran to your right, which would be to the west.
Okay.
I really hope that wasn't Millavoy.
If it was him, he would have probably at least walked over here. He knows our group size.
Unless he's frantically scared and is just running like crazy.
Gundrick just
Oh.
yelled out to him, so Sure it's
What
not.
if he
Oh, that's true.
thought Strahd made a copy of me?
Okay,
Yelled
how
out.
about just
You're really
we
reading
should-
into this too much.
let's
We
hold
should
off on
leave.
speculation.
We should start to move until we stand here and just get to
Let
Please.
us leave. I start walking into the woods.
Yeah, I'd follow Malin.
All right.
Okay, so you're
We're
just
going into the
continuing
woods?
on.
We're taking a shortcut, dog.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
we have to get to that bridge either way, so we might as well take the path.
No, you can
Oh,
cross over
that's
the river if you want to.
Oh, that's right. This
Yeah, the river
this,
here's a
this
little bit
river only goes
smaller.
up to your ankles.
Says who?
Right, someone's over.
It says Gar last time we had to cross a river. Casually.
You crossed it at a good point.
All right, it's my turn, or is that thing chasing us?
With your perception of 10, hard to say.
Oh,
Oh.
Nice.
So who's rolling the next d20?
that's
Should
my
be,
turn.
Lord, I miss. Lord, I miss
9.
time.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
You keep on keeping on, and you come to the river. The river is 20 feet wide, 25 feet wide, and
Only an inch deep.
deeper than an inch.
Gar does have really big feet, so going up to his ankle, probably at least 8 inches.
I think Gar was only like 7
You-
feet something.
You'll have to swim through it to get
Swim?
across.
So not wade, actually swim.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
so
Hold on.
Really wish God was here for this. I really don't want to get any of my instruments wet.
Why
should
didn't we
go to
take the bridge?
Yeah, there's a bridge.
Don't- don't
Because
worry.
you see, this weird being came into our brains and said that we would have less encounters if we went straight through.
Malin, you're starting to speak insane. I'm just gonna let you know that.
I think we have to off Malin. He's got the madness.
I pull out my crossbow, load the bolt,
No.
and I shoot Gundrick.
Can
the only one that wasn't speaking against you.
well,
Alright.
while they're arguing, can
He's
Gundrick
giving
wade?
It's not actually
me
happening.
a Lauren energy. I
Well-
really need to put him down.
wade 5 foot in the water and then just manifest Babushka on the other side of the river and switch places with her.
You can
If it's
you can
only
swap
20
at
foot
what
wide.
distance?
So I can manifest. Oh wait, I don't even
Yeah.
have to do that. You can your echo at the cost of 15. Oh, so regardless of the distance between you, so it's just okay. So I'm just
You
gonna
would just have her swim across and then switch. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
then
can
just
switch up to
switch,
30 feet
yeah.
away.
Yeah, that's true. You got this, Babushka.
Well, that's fucking cheating.
Well, now that he's on the other side, can we go to the bridge?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but I cannot swim.
Does the echo
Not a very good
need
swimmer.
to swim? What is the echo?
It's just like a spirit essentially.
Yeah.
He probably just could glide across the water, like if it wanted.
Or just like walk across the bottom of the lake. It doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah.
Babushka Christ.
Oh, man, echoes in water is weird and trippy. Whatever. She just walks across the bottom, is what she
Spend
does.
the time to create a raft.
All right, I'll meet you guys at the bridge.
And they swap over.
How far wide is the river?
It's like
Oh,
20,
right.
25 feet.
Ooh. Probably couldn't throw tea that far now.
You'd probably injure her.
You're gonna have to toss me.
Just
That's
spiral her
essentially
like
what
a
happened
football.
in one of our games, is it not?
Yeah.
Baka?
Yeah.
I love Chef.
Spoilers.
So
Why are we thinking about this much? Let's just go to the bridge.
yes,
I agree.
I guess let's just walk to the bridge. I really don't want to get my loot wet.
Okay.
Every time I look at Grizz, I think he's naked.
Yeah, that's tan, sure.
I hate tan clothing.
You guys,
I told you, I just hopped out of the shower. I came right down.
It came in the nude, everyone that's listening.
Gundrick, you bamf across, and you're looking back, and you're kind of feeling pretty smug with yourself, pretty happy, and you watch as they all just start talking to each other, and you can't hear them because they're so far away, and then they just start walking along the riverbank.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should go. We should just keep pace with them, eh, babushka?
So this is going to add on time-wise.
Yep.
Hey, it's not that far.
Meyore,
It's like a mile.
Oh.
roll d20, and someone else roll d20.
Oh no.
Oh, really, DJ?
Awesome! Hey, at least we're on each side of a river, so it
Wait.
ain't that bad.
Meyore should just come back.
Well,
I got
at
a-
least he can quickly come back.
I got a 7.
I got a 12.
Okay, you're all good. So you guys just walk along the river on opposite sides, and then converge on the bridge, and then start going over to the road and to the left. So it only
Alright.
took us 2 hours and 20 minutes, but we are finally reaching the next destination of the campaign. Good job, you guys.
Could it taken longer?
It could have. You're right. Absolutely right.
Well,
So
I hope your side of the river was as nice as mine was. Let's
Probably not
get
the
on
same.
moving.
yeah, there is a signpost by the bridge that has 3 arms pointing along the 3 branches of the road.
3 arms on it?
Yeah, the 3 human arms.
Wowee.
The arm
Each holding
pointing to the northwest reads Krezk. Pointing to the east reads Velaki, and the southwest reads the Wizard of Wines. You take the northern road towards Krezk, and as you walk along the road, you have to climb this rocky escarpment. What a great word.
Escarpment.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Escape.
That ends
Boldy way.
at a gatehouse that's built into a 20-foot high wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so.
Buttress.
Nice to see a stone wall for once. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin, white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement of the abbey.
Well, these people are pretty good at defending themselves. Seems a bit nicer than the wooden palisades of Velaki.
Yes, I
Interesting.
do must ask that we try our very best not to somehow get kicked out of this one.
That is a fair point, Tia. I agree.
Oh, we can't promise that the guards here aren't dickheads. We'd rather be eaten alive by vampires, so...
Roderick is also true.
Hey,
Fair
don't look
point.
at me. I wasn't there.
Nor was
God told
I.
me all about it.
Oh, it was terrible. Oh, this
I'm
is
allowed
a
to go into
nice,
every town
quaint,
still technically.
small town.
I'm just not allowed in Velaki.
They're all
Oh,
werewolves.
I like it. There's a golf course right there.
A golf what?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
dude, they have a golf course.
Wait,
See if we get
Gondrick, I
if
didn't
we join
realize
the
you were
country
such a
Would I?
dwarf of culture.
why'd I ever live in Velaki? What the hell?
You want to go 18 holes, Gondrick?
Yes, it'd be a good
It's
way
been
to
forever
rely.
since I swung some iron.
Oh my god.
Put you guys right here. So, yeah. You walk up the road up to the gatehouse, and the air grows colder as you approach. There are 2 square towers with peaked roofs that flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot tall, iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is a name, Krezk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high, and atop the parapet you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears that are nervously watching you.
Before we approach Tia's, we'll also mention, I feel I should also mention this because somehow we get ourselves in these situations. Who should do the talking here?
Roger.
Oh, I was gonna say Melee.
Oh, yes, he
Either of
is
those
quite a
two,
smooth
yes.
talker.
I guess
I don't know.
why?
If they,
Tia, do you usually just walk around like a bipedal cat, or do you pretend to be a cat? And this is new for me with you.
I walk on all fours unless
Yeah, she.
cover's blown. So,
All right. So you're just a cat.
yes.
no,
Cloak
I don't know.
we like to dress her up. Um,
Ironically,
What
we're
about-
actually trying to find a boy that she doesn't like all that much because he wanted to pet her.
Oh, do you not like boys yet, Tia? You know.
Not like that.
if I don't know if it would help getting us in, but we could always
we-
be
refugees from Vallaki?
refugees from Vallaki. Exactly.
I was thinking the same thing,
Okay.
Roderick.
So,
Yes.
Should I
this is-
mention Strahd's taken over that town or no?
Well, this is my only worry. You don't think word has reached about a group like us? You know, the exact number, what we look like, has reached Krezk. Do you think?
It's possible, but if they don't like Strahd, given the walls and the defenses, they probably don't like Strahd. The people who are now running Vallaki love Strahd. They want to kiss him. So even if I doubt that they're in good speaking terms.
Well, yes, but there's also the impression that we work for Strahd. That was the whole issue.
That is true.
They believe that. We'll just go in. We'll kill them all. Screw them.
You know what? Honestly, I don't feel. I'm not disagreeing with Roderick here. This place is terrible.
No,
If I could leave, I would leave
Easy.
Strahd to
For
kill
the
this
party of
everyone.
level 5s.
no,
Anyway.
yeah, I think the refugee angle's a good idea, Mylan.
All right, well, let's go up and talk to them. I'll start approaching the gate.
Okay, you start approaching the gate. As you approach the gate, you hear one of the guards kind of peek his head over the wall and say, "What is your business here?"
Well, honestly, we're just looking for a safe place to lay our heads. We're refugees from Vallaki. I'm not sure if you've heard, but there was a vampire attack a while back, and we've been running frantically for quite some time, avoiding the dangers of Barovia, and we've finally made it here. And we were wondering if maybe you have an inn that we can stay at?
I'm gonna have to go get the burgomaster to deal with this. Wait right there.
Oh shit. I whispered that really quietly, so don't you fucking think.
So he.
Oh, what was that?
What did you say about our burgomaster?
So hope he's better than the one Vloggy.
He disappears, and you guys are waiting for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Start playing tic-tac-toe with Gundrit.
I was literally about to say, I was like, oh yeah, so that's how you play this card game.
Oh, I would smoke you in any card game.
Oh, really?
Name your game.
What was that?
3 Dragon Ante. I don't know. Whatever a D&D card game is.
Crack my knuckles, let's go.
Is it 5 dragon? 3 dragon? I don't
3
remember.
dragon,
It is
Andrew.
3 dragon.
Oh man. Yes, the pot is 5 gold.
You guys can bet on this after the game, but
Oh, come on, we're trying to have a good RP moment here.
until then, yeah, we're gonna get stuff done though. Until then, after about 25 to 30 minutes, you do see a man crest over the top of the wall. I don't have a description for him, so I'll make one. I don't think so anyway. Hold on. I feel like I've seen a picture of him before. Yes, I have. He's right here. Hold on, let me find a picture of him. You see a shorter man with a bushier white beard, thick white eyebrows, wearing noble garb, appear over the wall, kind of looking down at you, and he calls down and says, "So, I hear you're looking for refuge here. Is this right?"
Yes, mostly just a place to lay our weary heads and rest, a safe place, other than this wilderness we found ourselves in.
And why are you running? You are refugees from what?
Valaki, there was a vampire attack. It became extremely frantic, and we fear that Strahd may now have a hold over that town.
I see. This is grave news. Malin, roll me a deception check to see if he...
I'm not lying. Everything I said happened.
Apart from the... Oh, well then roll a persuasion check.
I was gonna say technically we're not. I mean, we're like sort of
like-
refugees, but not really. Like that's. The
I mean,
only
we are
real
looking
other-
for a safe place.
That's true.
And we were in Valaki seeking, like, you know.
I guess it's technically true. Yeah.
No technicality states it's true.
Oh, this is probably going to be the worst one I've ever ran.
Oh my god.
Still at 24.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Okay. So... You are enemies of the devil then?
Yes, I would very much wish to believe that I do not like that vampire bastard.
And how does he feel about you?
Oh, he really hates me.
I'm sorry, I do not think I can let you in.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
Not
Yep,
that
that
much.
was the
though.
nail in the coffin.
He's a bit dramatic, you know? He's a bard. They love spinning tall tales like that. Strahd probably doesn't even know who he is.
Roll a deception check.
Please roll high.
I have +0 in these, so we'll
Wow.
see.
Roll it at 20, it's easy.
That's 15.
Hey.
15?
It's above average.
I do not believe you. I'm sorry, I cannot harbor Strahd's allies or enemies either. I must look out for the benefit of my people.
Perhaps
Well-
could we work our way in? Do you need any assistance with anything? You know, it could be more of a fair trade. Okay,
Roderick, didn't you say the mist was kind of thin today? Abnormally thin.
Yes.
So, and didn't you say that Strahd was currently doing something that would eventually allow him to not be so contained to this place and attack whoever he wishes?
I believe so.
So, if we're enemies of Strahd, and Strahd's our enemy, and we're wishing to stop him, isn't it only a matter of time before this Burgomaster's town is completely wiped out because Strahd's currently doing what he needs to do to be able to do whatever he wants? And he's being left unchecked.
In theory, yes.
So in theory, it's only a matter of time before this town falls, unless someone helps them.
Yes.
I'm saying this loud enough to try and appeal to this guy's
I know what you're
thinking.
doing.
I just don't know if it's the right angle,
roll
man.
a persuasion
I know.
check.
Come on, baby.
I believe in you, Malin.
It's a 15. I literally rolled a 4 on my die. I got a plus 11.
Look, I am a very busy man today. If you can help this town in some way, I will possibly be able to let you in.
What needs to be done?
News
Also,
of... Go ahead.
Oh, Gundrick was just kind of whisper to them really quick. Also, can't we just ask him about the thing? Like, maybe he knows? And then he's like, oh, yes, we do have that. You can come right in.
I'm looking at the map right now and I see no water anywhere. except for the very top right, and we'll just swoop around and sneak in. I'm just joking.
Yes, go ahead. I was just whispering.
We have heard rumors of the fall of Vallaki here. The morale amongst the townspeople is running low, and I fear that they are losing their way.
We are looking to help, but anything you need, we'll try and help you as best we can. But have you ever heard of a pool that's blessed by holy light?
Please, I am speaking to you.
Wow. Let's kill this guy.
Yeah, you know what?
Solve all
God,
our
I wish
problems
I was level
with
6.
violence.
If I was level 6, I'd climb this wall right now and rip his throat out.
You see Tia like kind of put her claws into Malin's legs, hoping to remind her we can't get kicked out.
There is one thing you can do.
Just to shut the fuck up and go back the way you came.
Bring to me a wagon load of wine from the winery. I will spread it amongst my people and raise their morale myself. If you can do this, I will let you in the walls.
Turn around, I look at Roderick and go, well, it looks like the hag's going to get her wish, or I'm going to die very soon. And I whisper that very quietly.
Is fair with everyone here.
Yep. Whatever we gotta do. The winery isn't too far, is it?
Just to the south.
The wine will be yours. Can you secure us a wagon?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh god.
Because
Disadvantage. This isn't going to be good. 2 9s. That makes it a
18.
what? Sorry. With was I doing persuasion? I couldn't.
yeah,
It's not gonna
persuasion
matter. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. It's a 9.
9. Yeah. Passive insight's over 12. Who has them?
I got 17.
Yeah.
Tia's
Well,
got
I have a 12 as a passive insight.
Okay.
I have a 10.
Tia's
So,
got 14.
I have
anyone?
14.
So everyone apart from Blair,
Damn it.
this guy is. There's clearly more going on here than in his life than he has the patience to deal with right now with you guys. Definitely holds himself in high regard, but there's something's been beating him down, and his patience is not there. I'm sorry, just find one at the winery. If you bring it back, I will let you in. That's all I have time for. I expect to see you back here tonight.
Right, we'll return.
Yeah. I will see you
All
then,
right.
hopefully.
We'll return.
For wine!
Under my breath, I'm like,
Wants us to bring a wagon of wine. They won't give us a wagon. Son of a
Well,
bitch.
hopefully the winery has one. They probably have to deliver their goods somehow.
They more than likely do have a wagon that they bring. And honestly, at this point, I don't really care about most of these people. I'll happily steal something.
Oh, and hey, at least this way, if no one is at the winery, then we could get the free wagon too, yeah? That'd be
Plus,
useful.
I'm curious to know what happens if I defy this hag, so let's go.
Vroom,
I mean-
vroom.
yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, do we actually want to do it, or do we want to just sneak in and go to the one spot of water?
You can sneak in if you want to sneak in.
Yeah, but we don't, like... Do y'all know that water's there? Because that's only because I'm looking
We
at
I
the
am
would
map.
sure I've been to Krezk.
Well,
It's in my neighboring town.
Roll just roll a d20 for me. If you roll above a 12, you've been to Krezk.
Could I also
Oh,
roll
a 19.
D20?
You've been to Krezk, and you know there is water in there. Yeah. And sure, Baka, you do the same.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
I put the DC a little higher for you because you're more of a station. You're a hermit
Yeah.
more so, so you probably
Yeah, she
haven't been
stays
to
in
Krezk.
Toronto.
Right, I mean, if we don't want to be kicked out, probably best we go get the wine. But I do know where there is a pond in that town if we wanted to just search it.
I mean,
How
we
about
could
we
do
just-
that, but we still would like to have at least one place we can go to.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's just save the pawn as a plan B.
All right.
Oh. It costs about 58 gold.
So, you guys are turning around and heading back to the winery.
Let's go.
Let's
It's only like lunchtime
fucking
right now, right?
go.
It's a little past lunchtime. You guys have been out for a while, you know, between walking all the way down and then hanging around the hill and then walking all the way back up. Yeah.
Looking at hot wolves, you know.
So, I assume you're going over the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll stick with them this time.
Let's just, real quick, 2d20s. Someone roll them.
Grizz and,
not
Grizz
me.
And, Grizz and,
I got an 8.
Come on, dude.
It's
You know
your
that I'm always
turn.
gonna roll high on these.
We're all gonna roll bad at some point anyway.
Okay, at 14. I don't know if that's above
Yeah.
or below that threshold.
You're sticking on the road, so you would have to hit an 18
Okay.
to get an encounter.
Nice.
I'm just gonna right down there, just for
Heck yeah, we successfully passed the person that was standing eerily in the road.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
as
Now
you-
they'll never catch us.
as you approach that area,
I
that
play
person
pot of greed.
is not there.
I played metagame in attack mode.
Swords are revealing light.
I play Rigigagigigigo. Or whatever the fuck that goddamn monster is.
So, as you what the hell? What does that mean?
What the hell?
What to heck?
What to heck?
I haven't heard Baka say that in a while.
It's been a while.
Yes, they are the
Been a
same
while.
thing.
Brings me back to the 2020 days.
After about
you're
a
not.
half mile down the path, the road becomes muddy, and the trail meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail here then splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads, Vineyard. Do you follow on that trail, or do you go south?
I'm assuming that's where we need to go.
The most
Makes
Yep.
sense.
As you head west, a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south toward a stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms, as it swirls beneath the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cowl and cloak stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
Is that Matt beckoning us?
Is that Milovoy? Did he find the cloak?
I stand trees as well.
Wait, where's this at? Like, what direction is
Stand
this
of
got
trees, I
beckoning in
assume,
us?
is this thing here.
Yeah, it's right about here.
And he's beckoning us.
He's beckoning
That's what
you.
it looks like. He's like, come here. What he's doing.
Wonder if he has any.
I mean, I suppose we should go over to him, or
I'm not really sure. I've never been here before.
Well, he
Um,
didn't attack us on sight, so that's a good sign.
did we hear something about a winery earlier?
I am. Well, I'm
I think-
supposed to come here for two reasons. One, to bring some wine to Grizlocke, and another from the hag wanting me to talk to them about some were ravens that they needed taken care of.
And because we need to bring wine to Krezk now as well.
Yes. So three things for me, one for you.
Is the guy
Oh,
standing
I'm-
under the tree?
Yeah, he's standing under the tree.
Can I roll perception on the tree?
Doing this the whole time.
Sure, go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah, go over there do that thing cats do where they just rub against the legs.
It's genius.
16.
Is there any
yeah.
birds or ravens? I think that's what she's looking for.
You see a couple of ravens around.
Do they seem normal size?
Yeah, they seem normal sized.
Well, they don't seem like there's were-ravens in that tree. So, Malin, you've been so good at talking. How about you go say that hello to that friendly person over there?
I'm glad you finally come around, Tia. I'm gonna walk towards that person.
Okay.
Why
I'm gonna
not?
go with him.
Oh yeah, I'll
there
be
we
on the
go.
other side.
I'd rather not him go alone.
You know, Tia can stay by herself. We'll all go.
No, you guys go.
So, everyone approaches the figure.
And we die.
Hello, figure beckoning me.
Yeah, as you as you go up.
How'd
and
you know my name? I'm Beck and Finger Me.
Oh, what?
The strong family name you have. It's been a long session, folks. Stay with us.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, Jesus.
Cool. Where'd you get this stuff from, Grizz? I gotta know.
Oh, remember how we started Spelljammer so the Strahd wouldn't be like.
Yeah, it's just bleeding through even more.
You approach the figure, and as you do so, the figure kind of holds up a hand to keep you at a respectable distance of about 15 feet away, before unveiling the hood, and you see a human man, older, with white beard, mustache, and hair. He's draped in this darker green cloak and cowl, and he holds with him a very nice, like, embellished walking stick. As he does so, you watch as 8 other figures just either descend from inside the tree or come closer from out of the tree line behind you. They just kind of appear around. Let me double check and make sure this is the same guy, because I don't know if it is the same guy or not.
Oh.
It's not
anyone
Beckon.
fly like that?
Super duper quick. No, okay. So, the guy kind of looks up to you and says, "So, it is about time that you showed your faces here.
Oh, we're famous, are we?
Well, I believe that my family gave you a quest to retrieve some wine previously, did they not?
Oh, yes, and take it to Velaki, the town we're banned from.
And where do you stand on that, my friend? Because you seem to have other motives.
I wouldn't say I have other motives. I have situations that I am currently trying to get myself out of.
Well then, this is probably the place to do it, yeah? Where are my manners? We are the Martikovs, and my name is Davian. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Am I safe to assume that you can transform into creatures with feathers?
Yes, well, the hag, I assume, has told you a little more than we would have liked, but there is no sense in denying it now. Yes, we are ourselves a band of were-ravens.
And you don't like Strahd, correct?
No, we do not.
That's good to hear.
That is very good to hear.
You know, they often speak rumors of how Strahd controls the ravens.
This is a misconception, more than anything. Not all ravens are allies to us. Not all ravens are allies to him. Strahd has spies everywhere. They come in birds, they come in wolves, they come in rodents and critters and all sorts. And the devil has means of looking in on people, even without his spies around. You must be wary of him.
Oh, we've learned. We have learned indeed.
So, you are here to help us, yes?
Are you okay, Baka?
It is yet to be determined.
Oh,
Keep going. I may disappear. We'll find out.
I would say that I am an ally to you, at least with the family in Valaki. The two sons there are quite a hoot to drink with.
They're the sons of the woman who took over the town, though.
No, oh, wait, no, I'm not talking about. Wait, are they?
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting some shit mixed up then. Sorry, my bad.
It matters not. All that matters is that you are here to help us reclaim this winery, yes?
As long as we can get a cart of wine to bring to Krezk, because that they won't let us in unless we do that.
Well, once we reclaim the winery, wine production should come back.
I'm assuming the hag has taken over this winery, or people who are associating themselves with that hag.
Yes.
Because she told me to come here to talk to someone in the winery to deal with were-ravens, but as far as I'm concerned, the were-ravens don't like Strahd, and so I would rather align myself with the were-ravens.
So... the hag has learned of our opposition to Strahd and has sent her minions to siege this winery in an attempt to kill all of us. We are looking to reclaim it and send them back to where they came from. Now, not all of them are her minions per se. The druids of Yesterhill are our biggest thorn in our side, if you'll forgive the pun. They and their magic have been sending creatures of wood up to kill us all. We have been trying to fend them off, but as well, she is sending her scarecrows, and it is more than we can handle. If you are willing, I will give you a cart of wine, just to help us kill them all.
Can I inquire if you know how to get out of a deal with a hag?
Not at all. Kill the hag, maybe?
It was what I was thinking.
Well, if she's here, Malin, it's a 2-for-1. We get wine.
Oh,
and we
she's
get drafted a
definitely not
contract.
here. She's taking care of a baby, and it's real weird because she thinks that baby is Strahd.
Oh, do you know anything about the Strahd baby were-ravens?
Well, we've heard of her. Yes, we've heard of it. It's unsettling, but we don't know the specifics of what it is, so...
There's also this weird glowing light underneath the crib. It's very eerie.
You kind of pick up on him getting a little stiffer.
Oh, No, we're more than happy to help you. I mean, we need the wine anyway in order to get to Krezk.
Right. So, uh, you are all strong, young, strapping adventurers. Uh, by all means, we will watch from afar and help where we can.
Also,
No fighters amongst you. If you're willing to take something over, now is the time.
Yes, we will help you where we can, but we're not what we used to be.
I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. We saw the body in the road, and we weren't sure like what was going on.
I thank you.
There is a
Yep.
druid in the area, though, just so you're aware.
I'm sure there are many.
At least I'm, metagaming. I'm assuming that was a druid that we were seeing.
Well, Roderick assumed that, so yes.
Well, should we see what's up at this winery?
let's do
No,
it.
since they're expecting me, I might be able to play this to our advantage.
Sadly, sheath sword again.
Oh no, you're going to need that sword, just not right immediately.
Well, let's do it. I'm itching for a fight. I mean, itching for a helping some were ravens. Oh, speaking of, you said you had family in Valaki. Are they doing okay after everything was kind of gone to hell over there?
Oh, you've never been to the Blue Water Inn, have you?
No, no.
I confess I do not know. Erwin, who operates the inn there, we have come to odds in the past, and we are not on the best speaking terms right now. But I would like to go back and make sure that he's okay.
You know, uh, I know we're already asking for the wine, but if we do this, we've been searching for a boy, black of hair, about what is he, like 15? Is that what we
15
said?
or 16, maybe.
He's 15 or 16, yeah.
He's 15 or so, have a sword on his hip. He went missing from our group a day or two ago through the mist. We spoke to him through spells. Since then, he's still alive, but we're looking to get him back. If as you fly around, if you could tell him that we're staying at Krezk, or maybe help him find his way there, we'd really appreciate it.
Do you know where he could be?
Last we heard, he was heading. He'd broken a tree line and was heading east. He said all he saw around was plains. He didn't see much.
Okay, I will send a few of my people out, and we will see what we can find. I understand family is nothing more important. And Yorsi kind of turns and talks to some of the other members there. All of them, as they have pulled back their hoods, all of them either have white hair from age, which he has, but most of the other ones have completely black hair with white streaks or accents in them. So they are easy to recognize.
Gotcha.
One last thing. I'm a foreigner to these lands. I came here through the behest of some Vistani to help rid them of Strahd. Now, I inadvertently made a deal with a hag. And I do not like this hag, and I would rather help people who want to get rid of Strahd. So if we do this for your family of were-ravens, I hope that when the time comes to deal with the devil, we can have your support.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, baby, love me. What I get? I got a 19.
I will not deliberately put my family in harm's way, but if the forces come, we will deal with them, and you will have a place to stay here or in the Blue Water Inn for free. I can assure you of this.
I'll just nod.
If you do see the boy, tell him Roderick sent you. And, the primrose blooms in the evening.
Okay, I will get them to do this. And he kind of talks to two of the other members of the family behind him, and you watch as they kind of nod. And they change shape into... they got 5 speed, and they're just going to change into regular ravens. As they kind of morph and shift down, and then fly off. They go off and begin scouting, essentially.
And make the Pokemon run away noise.
That is fascinating. That's much cooler than the werewolf, honestly.
That damn Abra got away again.
Oh no.
Abra teleports. It doesn't make
Well,
that way
Oh, yeah, that's true.
To the winery, everyone.
Let's go. These were ravens have been most hospitable to us.
Hospitable.
I think he's
I'm
slightly
slightly drunk, and even I can say that word.
Yeah, so as you guys change your direction and head down towards the winery, looking at your next day of combat, basically ahead of you. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode. So, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for dealing with the weird jokes that Grizz makes and all other kinds of stuff.
And the rest of us make it.
No.
All I did was say the exact
Baka's
words.
comment. That's a weird family name you have.
Strong
Such
family
a
name.
strong family name.
And we'll be back next week to continue the story and take on this here dungeon. So, let's keep making stories together, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Hey, show him the shirt.
Guys, it's a shirt. It's not.
Yeah,
I'm not nude.
No, not your shirt, Meyore shirt.
I know.
He is nude though. He's
Yeah.
really saggy skin.
Absolutely.